Hello everyone, welcome to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
And we're here to play Lands of Galzyr again on the channel, live for you. Hello, welcome. Welcome to joining live. Hello to joining later if you're new here. Watch at your own risk. Yeah, we're here to play Lands of Galzyr. There's a story behind this game. It's been around for a couple years now. We have covered it on the channel before. We covered it when it was a prototype before crowdfunding, probably like 3 or so years ago. Then we played the retail edition twice on the channel, 2 connected play sessions. And full disclosure, we were provided the retail edition, plus, or the final edition, I guess, plus the prototype of the expansion we're playing today, all provided by the publisher. We're not being paid to play this. We are playing this to bring awareness to it currently being on GameFound. I don't personally get affected either way, whether you back it or you don't, so keep that in mind. But I'm here to present you information about the game. We're going to play through it. We're going to show you it. We'll give some thoughts as we play. Of course we do. We're playing live. We can't really edit it, and no one can stop us. There's no 7-second delay to mute us or anything. So just keep that in mind. We're just playing the game. We're gamers like you. We're going to play the prototype provided by the publisher. But we're just here to give you information to help you make a decision whether the game's for you or not, or just have fun watching us play another game on the channel like we usually do. So there you go. Full disclosure. Now you know where we're coming from. But spoiler alert, if you've watched any of our other 3 or 4 streams with this game, I like it very much. Otherwise, I wouldn't tell the publisher, yes, go ahead and send me your prototype for an expansion. I don't usually like playing with prototypes of games on the channel. Kind of been there, done that. Not really my favorite way to enjoy the hobby. Kind of sucks. But Sammy over at Snowdale Design does a really great job of manufacturing prototypes at the same places where they design the final game. And it's already like in progress, and basically sends you a game in progress with full rules and everything being worked out. Not just some like duct tape, bubblegum, rules on a napkin kind of thing. It's actually like in progress of being made. Might be missing some art, might have some dead storylines that aren't completed yet, but that's expected. But yeah, it's currently on GameFound. We'll take a look. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna play the game again. I have a poll in the live chat. If you're here watching live, go into the live chat. You can vote on the poll. I just have it there asking, out of curiosity, have you heard of this game before? And the options are yes, but I know very little. Yes, I've done some research. Yes, I own it and or played it. Or no, tell me more. So be honest, go in there and vote. I'm just curious. But I will recommend, either way, if you're new and you know nothing about the game, and I see some people know about it, 56% right now say yes, but I know very little. We'll try to explain it as we play it. We'll do a full setup of a session. But please know, for fun, for science, basically, you are able to mix in this expansion, whether you own the game and it's in progress, or if you bought the base game, you could mix it in right away. So this game is a sandbox game with a persistent world. It's got a bunch of cards and events and story stuff, and even like the land changes and events like that change the progress of your character and things you run into, and you meet characters and things. It's ever-changing sandbox world. And very cleverly, you can mix in the expansion, at least our prototype, you can mix in, whether you're in the middle of a game that has a persistent session that's been saved a certain amount of playthroughs in. We've played it a couple times. We played our base game a couple times. You can see those here in the playlist. It's linked down in the video description. If you want to check out any of our previous playthroughs, I recommend starting with the second video there, which is us playing with the final like retail full finished game from the first crowdfunding campaign. That is the base game you need to play with this expansion. Both are available on crowdfunding right now. Link is also in the description for that if you're interested to find out more. But if you want to see us playing with the base game and want to know all about that base game, playing it from scratch, how it works and all that, you can watch episode 1, the second video in the series, again linked in the video description, where we go over all of it. We crack it out. We hadn't played it for a while. We go through it. The game is in a fresh state. But for fun, we're going to actually continue where we left off in episode 2, like over a year and a half ago, when we last played it on the channel. Our game was still in that save state. Mel is continuing her character, she's already progressed a little bit, got some items, met some companions, progressed her personal story, and her character's like in progress. The cool part with this game, and I've talked about this in previous playthroughs on the channel of this, is you can have players join you. It can go up to 4 players. With the expansion, even up to 5 players. I don't know if I recommend that because there's lots of downtime and stuff between plays, and that will make it take a lot longer, but or a little longer at least. It depends though. But you can have people start with a fresh character when you're playing with existing characters in progress. So Mel's playing with her last character she played with in episode 1 and 2, up above there. You can see it in the video description if you want to go check that out. So you'll see where we're at and what's going on and what's changed in the world. But we haven't played it since then, being fully honest. We didn't play it this week to like warm up and practice. We're just gonna jump right in where it was. But if you're watching this later and you've watched those recently, it'll all make sense like why things are in the world the way they are. But I am going to use the new character that was introduced in the expansion, and I'm going to play that fresh to show you a new character starting out. We'll go through. This game has an app, but it's a web app, so you can use it in any web browser. You can cache it locally on your phone, tablet, or computer, so you can play completely offline if you want. You can download the whole thing, which is neat, but you don't need to worry about like app versions and stuff like that. It's just a basically web code. So it's like a web app. You just need a browser to run it, which is very cool, very flexible, very neat, and you'll see that in a sec. But we are using a prototype, like in progress, basically vertical slice of that app. That'll know we have the prototype and work with it. So it will look a little different if you're playing just the base game. You know, currently you'll have a different looking app. This one may have a few different features and things, maybe some bugs that aren't in your version. So just keep that in mind. This is in progress prototype we're playing with. But instead of resetting our base game, which I was trying to say, we just left it saved where it was. So we're just going to go and we mixed in the expansion, what we have so far, and we're just going to play it. And we'll see how it goes. And the other thing is, it's a little weird in a sandboxy, choose your own adventure, kind of like full of surprises, persistent world game. The expansion adds like hundreds of new cards to that. And if you don't go to those locations or push those storylines or pick up that quest and progress it, you might not see or get random event out of a deck, you know? You might not see some of that new content. Now, you'll see the new character. I'm playing with that on purpose, but it's going to be hard to show some of that stuff. And there is a little letter that we were given with the game to say, like, if you find some stuff, you can feel free to put it on the top of a deck instead of shuffling it in so you can see some of that expansion content. But I don't really care to show you all that stuff. I don't care to spoil things like that. We'll just kind of shuffle stuff in. But it's just one of those expansions that's just more of the stuff that's in the game, more good stuff, you know, like more companions, more story stuff, another character, extended campaign and extended quests for the characters that exist in the game, additional optional powers that you could earn, and then you could choose between different abilities for the characters that already exist in the game. So it's just a more stuff expansion, like more of the stuff. We've seen this with so many board games. First expansion drops, and it's like just makes all the decks thicker. Adds more options to the game, more variability, more replayability, might give you a reason to bring it back out. You know, after you played it a bunch, a couple of years ago, maybe pull it back out, throw in all the expansion, boom, play a new character and roll through it and see what's new. Okay, but in a live playthrough, there are ways we can kind of break the game to make those things appear, but we're just gonna play and show you the game, because even if you watch us play the base game with the expansion or without, you're gonna know if you want or like the game at all. And then it's up to you to decide whether you want more of that stuff in your game and spending that extra money to do that. So it's gonna be more of the same. So it's not like the expansion is gonna blow your mind and totally change the game, like we play with all the cards upside down or something. Like, it's not like that. It's just more stuff hidden in the world, more people to meet, more characters to meet, more abilities to get, more items to find, all that kind of stuff. It's like over 200 cards being added to the game. And I don't know how many the base game has. Mel can tell me. Just to get an idea, the base game comes with 480 cards, okay? And I would say like 90% of those are the like world that you discover, right? So it's adding almost like 50% more cards to the game. So think of it that way. That's all you need to know. So if you already know this game and you're like, oh, I like this game, I played a bunch, or I love it, I bought it before, I haven't got to it yet, but maybe when I play it, I want to have more in there to discover, so I see different stuff all the time to make it more variable. Grab the expansion. If you don't know, and like, you don't grab the expansion if you don't want more of that. So that's simple. So like, I'm not going to go here, and I will show you a bit of it, I guess, but I'm not going to tweak the game so we're like purposely finding all the stuff we got in the prototype. It's like, you don't need. If you see the game and you like the way it plays, you're going to like more of it. Stephen Mill, thank you for being a member of the channel for 21 months. This is more my weight compared to Elder Scrolls.
Fair. Yes. Totally fair.
Yeah. So the last game I played, we played on the channel, like 6 sessions, solo, multiplayer. We played on the channel the last couple weeks. I basically threw all the games I own in the trash and focused completely on Elder Scrolls, The Betrayal of the Second Era recently, by Chip Theory Games. That was recently on crowdfunding. And that's a heavy game, 4 point something complexity or whatever, I think. Yeah, so to keep that game straight and to focus on it and enjoy it, I basically had to like stay away from other games, but it fried me a little bit. So I took a few days to play video games and stuff and just like not touch board games. I was still playing like Gloomhaven's Buttons and Bugs though, because I didn't want to play that. But that's a friggin' 20-minute like pocket game basically, although the rules are still more complex than this game. But yes, this is definitely on the lighter end compared to that. This is more of a kind of, I don't know, family weight, but yeah, I guess you could. Let's see. But yeah, 1.68. According to BoardGameGeek.com, currently 1,123 ranked, 8.0 rating on BoardGameGeek by the crazies who rate games on there. I don't do that anymore. I'm crazy, but not that crazy.
Yeah, we're not one of them.
But yeah, age 14 plus. Community says you can play with 10 or older. 60 to 150 minutes. Best with 2 players, supposedly, people say. So we're playing it the right way today.
Perfect.
But you can play it 1 to 4. But the community says don't really play with over 3. I can see why, because sometimes you're kind of waiting for your turn. There can be a little downtime to the game. But I definitely would play this with, like, 10-year-old child for sure. If our daughter was, if I rewound the clock and she was 10 years old, I'd definitely play this with her, play cooperatively, stick with her, help her out, be a partner on some of the quest scenario scenes or whatever, where you can work together and both get rewards and help each other out, be more successful. I think that's perfect for the parent-child kind of dynamic or the family weight kind of dynamic.
Mm-hmm. There is lots of story in this game, though, so you could lose kids.
And the writing is kind of advanced, and the story is not a family story. There's stealing and death, murder, betrayal, lying, all this kind of stuff in the game, I remember. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember that stuff. You're basically an adventurer in a world with animal folk, and some people can be trusted, and you might need to do some shady stuff to steal some loot, which is probably why I like the game. But yeah, it definitely has that cute. The best way I can describe it is like, from the look, it reminds me of the idea of Root, where people see the game Root by Leader Games, and it's like this like cute art, cutesy little animal characters all battling each other in the woods. Oh, it's so adorable. You get some friends around the table, you learn the game, and then you find out it's like murder, death, war game, all trying to kill each other, and like it breaks up friendships. Like, it's definitely a hardcore war game, basically. This looks like, oh, cute animals. Look, he's on the cover of the box. He's gonna adventure. Like, that's so nice. It's got a little Zelda vibe to it, but it's a little bit more mature. Not mature, but like, yeah, there's some mature topics in it. But it's a gamer's game for sure. It's not a children's storybook game looking at the art or the cover. It's a gamer's game to go adventuring in a world, make some choices, do some skill checks, see how many quests you can rock and how well you can do, and just explore the persistent world and see what the designers hid in there with much story. Much story. Bob Bell, good to see you again. Member for 19 months.
Thank you, Bob.
This game tempts me. Sandbox, easy to save and chill feel. Exactly. It's very refreshing to put this on the table again after a couple of years. After, like I said, the last couple of weeks playing a super hardcore, very complex, heavy, meaty, long play time, crunchy, you can smell my brain cooking after playing kind of game. Now we're just going to chill We're gonna read through some story, do some skill checks, have some fun, experience a kind of like choose your own adventure, like sandboxy game, which is fun. It's fun with like kind of main quests, but there's side quests. You do whatever you want. It's kind of cool, but you are trying to achieve the most prestige, and you can play competitively, trying to get the most by the end of a session, be the winner. You can play that this way, or you can play co-op. We're gonna play co-op today, like we played the last couple times, where we just kind of can work together a little more. But you can trade things even in the competitive. You can trade things if you really need, trying to help each other out. But still trying to compete, you know, it's up to you how you want to kind of treat it and which mode you want to play. But that's there. Mel the Destroyer. Bob says, I almost bought this game after watching your playthroughs last year. There was a copy at my local game store, but it was gone by the next time I got there.
Oh, that's too bad.
I remember, Bob. I remember you watching this because I was watching our streams recently to kind of like, I was going to watch to see like, watch the last episode to see what had happened in the story, but then I realized I'm playing a different character.
Oh,
so
yes, that wouldn't really matter.
A lot of the quests I was on and stuff with that character are saved in the box with that character, and I can continue those in the future. But I'm going to play with a fresh character. So then I was watching a bit of like what we did in the stream, and I remember Bob did comment when I was watching, talked about maybe getting this after playing ISS Vanguard at the time, and that brought back some memories.
Oh, yes.
That brought back some memories those times. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, definitely a fun, chill game. Not very expensive in how games go, because it's not like full of miniatures, but it's full of beautiful dice, and character boards and mats, and board with cards on it that change basically the board changes, which is kind of cool based on because of cards on it. You'll see for those that don't know. But I do recommend going and watch episode 1 when you can. Those live, stick around. You'll get it playing and watching now. But if you're watching this later, like go back, watch episode 1. Watch episode 2. You'll get a wicked idea of the game, whether there's expansion stuff in there or not, whether you want it or not. And then go take a look at Game Found, which we'll do right now. Link to this is in the video description, but this is currently on Game Found right now. So I just gotta bring your attention to it because it is probably the easiest way to get it right now. Because again, this is from a small publisher. I'm sure they don't do the largest print runs in the world of their games. Because I remember when we were looking in their games before, they were kind of hard to find. But every now and then they come on crowdfunding or on their web store, get a whole bunch, you grab them. But it's like, I remember getting into the hobby and I learned like, you know, you come from video games, it's like video games are sold everywhere. And then especially with the digital boom to video games where like everything can just be downloaded from all these different online stores. You can get like every game you want some way or another. But in board gaming, things come into print and out of print. And depending on the size of the publisher and size of print runs and stuff, games can just go out of print. And unless you want to pay out the wazoo, you can't get that game, and you got to wait for reprints and rethemes and second editions and stuff. So this is on the smaller end, might not be readily available in stock on your local game stores shelves all the time. It's not like, these aren't like evergreen games. Hopefully they become that, and some do, right? That stick around, like, you know, Catan, Ticket to Ride. You'll always find those in stock somewhere, a version of them, you know. But those are evergreen games. Some games like this, they'll ebb and flow whether you find them or not. So right now it's available. I'm not trying to create FOMO. I'm just letting you know the reality of some games are printed in way less quantities. So you got to kind of grab them when you can. They're not always being reprinted.
And if you're watching this live or in the next couple days.
17 days. 17 oh my days. God.
Today's the 14th, if that matters. December, if you're trying to determine how many days left.
And we are here to talk about the expansion. It gives us an excuse to play it again and show you again. But really, like, you don't need the expansion to play the game. You can buy the base game and see if you even like it before you buy the expansion. There is another expansion coming. I know this because in the rulebook for this expansion, it mentions during setup if you have the other expansion. So it's obviously in the works. And I remember in the base game, there was hints at future expansions left open. So yeah. Matthew, good to see you, buddy.
Hello, Matthew. Mind you, I think the expansion is like very reasonably priced. So if you were interested, I mean, like, it's not a bad thing to add on, I'm sure. Because I think it's like $30. Which in crowdfunding, that's like nothing.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so just to show you, so there's like, that looks beautiful, but I just want to show you, it's way easier than me trying to ramble on and explain it, but basically the expansion adds more to the game, lots of exciting new content. I'll show you more. And the description of this game, which I kind of explains like sandbox game, You're basically an adventurer seeking fame and excitement in the region of Galzyr. You embark on is built on a massive digital storybook. And I'll give my little ramble on these digital storybooks, okay? Some of you might be like, I want a paper version, a beautifully bound version of my storybook in my board game. How dare they require an app? I'm going to protest outside their head office because they dare bring digital stuff to my board game table. How dare they? But playing a lot of these story games that come with giant books, I like this better. Yeah, it sucks. I have to read it off a tablet or a screen of some kind while I'm trying to disconnect off technology to play. You can download it, like I said, onto a phone, a tablet, laptop, whatever the hell you want. It's just a web app. So you're just browsing a website, reading some story off of a screen. Yeah, it kind of sucks you have to stare at a screen to play the game, but if there's any issues, like a misprinted number that breaks a storyline or quest line that disrupts your play and interrupts it and frustrates the hell of you, especially if you're on a live stream, let's say, and you find out that something is wrong and there's a misprint and this is not the card you're supposed to draw, or there's some bad writing or mistranslations. You know, we've all backed a crowdfunding game that arrived and literally find out after you get your copy that they took extra years to work on. Sorry guys, we delayed the game a year and a half to work on it for an extra long time to make sure it's the best game ever. And then you literally open up the book and you find out, you go on their website and they already have an FAQ going of like 35 errata to this 300, 600 page campaign book that's fully broken. And you got to sit there and go through it and put stickers and write in it, or wait a couple of years till they make a new book in a new crowdfunding campaign that you have to pay for, and then wait another year or so to get it. No, garbage, stupid, annoying, hate it, trash, not the way to do it, okay? Or if you're going to do the paper book, at least like proofread it, have 1,000 eyes look at it, take your time. Because when you get that big book and your box weighs extra from it, you're paying extra shipping for it, you've, taken extra long time to make that book, delayed the project probably, and then it comes and you're not even really going to use it because it's full of errata and bugs and issues. Yeah, that's a big waste. That's all bad. Everything's bad about that. Yeah, you got a physical book in your hands, but great. Now you got to wait for a digital version that's full of corrections to be printed, and then what are you going to do with that? You're going to print that yourself? You're going to just read it on a screen anyway? That's what ends up happening with these games. I end up reading them off a screen anyway because the physical book that arrives is so full of crap, errata, bugs, whatever, okay? Digital storybook, this saved me money on this game. Obviously, I didn't pay for it, so, but if I bought this game, I would not have a book in it. Therefore, it's cheaper to ship, produce. I don't have a wasted book, and the box is smaller. And then I could just use this app to play the game, and I always know it's the most updated, corrected version. Unless I downloaded it and didn't re-download the newest version, you're playing it offline for a little while and you haven't gone and got the update. But this is the way to do storybook games like this. So there's less issues while you're playing the game. Things can be corrected on the fly. I love it.
It's also a better game experience, in my opinion, because it can hide more things from the players.
So there you go. That's my reasoning behind digital storybooks, and I'm all for it now. I used to be like, I love reading a book. I love playing my board game with the big books,
Yeah.
But then when you find out, like, I got the chat going, Rob, it's an errata. Rob, that's the wrong number. Rob, check the FAQ. This is not how it's supposed to go. I'm like, such not a smooth experience. But this is how Sammy decided to do it, and didn't include a physical book. I love it. Just said YOLO, F it. I'm going with digital all the way, and it's fine. And yes, you need to use it to play the game. You can't use a book that comes with the game. Okay, but new expansion. You get a new adventurer. I'm going to play with this today. Extended personal stories. I don't know if we'll really get into those at all in our game, but they're there. So if you already played the personal stories in your base game, you can go further than that. You can progress the same adventures even further. They got new special abilities in the game. So if you constantly keep playing with the same character, you always have the same special ability every time you play. Now you have other ones you can unlock. By playing, I think extending their storyline leads to you earning new ones. So another reason to play the game, see some new stuff. There's an air of mystery. Strange events are taking place all over Galzyr. Will you team up with an old detective to figure out what's going on? So supposedly, according to this little letter I was given with the prototype, says there is some kind of mysterious storyline that they would prefer we don't spoil too much of, but it is something in there and it has me quite intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
So if we accidentally bump into it, we won't know, I don't think. And if we see a little bit of it, that's fine. We're only doing one play session today. We should not push anything too far into crazy spoiler territory at all. But this game is full of discovery, so spoiler warning. That's why I say go back to episode 1. You can watch us play a nice fresh game, play with the starting quests for our characters, which will teach you a bit of the game and how it works. I wouldn't recommend watching this as the game in progress. And go do some research on it, basically. So spoiler warning, basically. And of course, the expansion adds a ton of new quests, events, companions, and items for you to encounter during your adventures. I already said all that. I think I covered it all, except for the mysterious mystery storyline here that I don't know what the hell that means, but I'm very intrigued. So if any of this sounds good, bundle it with the base game if you're buying the base game, because it's like just more good stuff, more options, more stuff to play with. It'll just kind of enrich the replayability, because every time you play it, you're kind of progressing the world. You'll run into new things, you'll see new events. So if you just want, you want more options of things to see, that's basically what this is adding. It's just a more good stuff expansion. That's it. You can go now. Anyways. All right. So here it is. Here's the game. Set up on the table. So again, we are playing with the base game, Dreams and Mysteries prototype. 100 or so cards are shuffled in. I'm playing with the new character. We are using the upgraded neoprene playmat. Okay, it's double-sided for winter. And the other side's like the summer, you know, non-snow side. Okay. We are playing with the upgraded dice tray. We are playing with an extra dice set. All this stuff's like additional add-ons in the crowdfunding campaign. Just so you understand, what you're seeing here might not be everything you get in your base game from your local game store or whatever. The expansion added more of these little tokens to add more skills. Obviously, because you have an extra player, you could have up to 5 players, so it has tokens for that. It added a few more of these time tokens, so you can have even more stuff on the go. You won't run out of those. Like I said, it added tons of new cards, added the new character. I think that's mainly it. Yeah, so the expansion will come with 240 new cards, adventure board, custom wooden figure for them, 12 plastic pegs, 4 card dividers, 12 various tokens, a welcome letter, and an achievement sheet. Okay. And there's the new character. It's called Dreams and Mysteries. Okay. This is what expansion we're kind of highlighting today. But again, like, I'm just going to play with the new character. We'll see what we see, but I'm not here to show you all the new stuff. Like, in the letter, I'm told there's companion cards in here I can take out and show you that there's no way to unlock right now in this prototype, but I can show you their art and those cards. No. It's just more of what you'll see here. We're just going to play through it and show you the game if you've never seen it before. But I don't want to spoil too much stuff, and like, you know, me showing you a couple cards in there, it's not really going to change your mind one way or another.
No, but hopefully us showing you how to play the game.
Yeah.
We'll let you know if it's for you.
Or showing you a playthrough.
Yeah.
We'll try to teach it as we go. We'll see if that works. So thank you for voting on the poll in the live chat. I asked out of curiosity, have you heard of this game? 51% say yes, but I know very little. I think. Yeah. 17 say no, tell me more. Yes, I've done my research, say 15. And yes, I own it and or played it. 15%. Thank you everyone that voted. Cool.
So most of you at least know about the game in some fashion. Okay. Hi, Greg.
So Ren says, I almost didn't back it because I usually hate digital stuff for board games, but after the first game of it, I was completely fine with using it. I think it works very well. Yes, it does.
I agree.
Yeah. Snowdale's design, quality, they go together. Like, they're very meticulous with their stuff, for sure. Okay. Well, I guess let's talk about my character.
Oh, yeah.
On the back of the little rule book pamphlet thingy, I'm playing with Noko and Umi. So it's like a pair. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some kind of lizard with a frog friend. Okay. Too cute. All right. Noko and Umi are seafaring. Okay. If you don't want to hear someone who appears to know how to read English, but then when they read all the weird animal names and names used in this world, if it's gonna frustrate you, me stumbling on words all day, run, because I struggle with this game a lot with reading words that I've never seen before. But it's a seafaring agama and frog duo who move from port to port as easily as valuables from others' pockets to theirs. Oh, I see.
Oh.
They got sticky fingers. They've learned to rely on each other in the tempests of their lives. Some things they can't hide forever from, however, and they've set their course to Galzyr for answers. Okay, so let's find out what their deal is today. So yeah, basically the rule book for the expansion tells you what's coming with it, tells you what to integrate. I'll show you guys something cool with the prototype that Sammy makes here. A lot of the cards haven't even been designed yet, so they're just question marks, so you just ignore them. But like it still tells you how to integrate it, and as they develop it, they'll like add these things in. So it's kind of cool. There's like stuff added in for the extended campaigns based on if you've completed your stuff or not. And then there's ways to reset the game, reset the adventurers with the new components. So if you ever want to put the game back to a fresh state, it's all in here. Here's what's actually in here for those that care about like what the actual component list is. So it's just tons of new cards, okay? New cards for all the decks, all the card types. New adventure. There's your tokens. Oh yeah, it gave some extra quest tokens. I don't think in our copy it did. Maybe it did. I don't remember. But yeah, just more stuff, okay? And stuff to divide, I'll add in the extra numbers. So there's even more cards. The library goes back now until like the 400s, which is all new stuff. And then there was stuff mixed in all in between. Took me quite a while to like put all the cards in there. But since it is a prototype, cleverly on the back, don't worry, your final copy will not have Dreams and Mysteries prototype in bright pink on the back of your cards. This is done here so that when we're done playing this today, we can easily remove all this prototype stuff from the game. And then when the expansion comes, we can put all that in or put our game back to scratch where we want, you know? So there's all these cards that I put in based on the integration instructions. And this also shows that they're here. And if we want to experience them, we can. But what I'm going to do with these ones, they're supposed to shuffle them in. I am going to shuffle them in with the top so I am tweaking it a bit, so we might see some of this stuff, but I'm not going to lose sleep if we show some new stuff or we don't, you know, because you'll get an idea, right? I want you guys to discover stuff on your own too, so I'll just put that on top of the event deck. So we'll see, maybe we'll see some stuff, maybe we won't. And yeah, all right. So let's go through setting up a session because it does matter. I want you guys to see what could be different every time you play the game. So I like going through this stuff. Bear with me.
Brian, yes, I am continuing my character.
Yeah, so if you watched episode 2 in the playlist down in the video description, Mel is actually continuing the character where she left off in the last playthrough we streamed like a year and a half plus ago, okay? I'm starting with the fresh new character from the expansion, showing you that you can integrate expansion stuff in the middle of your game. So if you bought this game a couple of years ago and you're like, have played it 6 or 7 times, and then the expansion shows up, you can mix it all in. And you can just keep playing the game like normal. Even with the characters you already have saved. You can reset some characters, you can reset the whole game if you want. But you can just mix it in seamlessly and just keep playing, which is crazy. So that's what we're doing today. I'm literally doing, I was going to reset it to like, let's reset it. We'll play with the new characters, start from scratch, because people haven't seen this game in a couple of years on the channel. But I was like, no, let's keep our game the same and show, because it's possible. The world is persistent. We have it recorded live on YouTube. You can go watch and see like how we got to this point if you're curious. And then we're going to continue it and see if the game plays fine. And I'm sure it will, but Janet says, happy Saturday. One of my favorite chill games.
Thank you, Janet.
Janet, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Saturday, good weekend.
This will be cool too for anybody that's watching through the series to see the progression of this character. However, if you are doing that, please remember that I don't necessarily remember what I did a year ago. So, or what my plan was.
So that's why I said
wing it.
We haven't played it. The game is in the same state. Being fully honest with you, we haven't touched it. So like, we're not going to remember exactly what's happened in the past. We didn't watch the previous stream recently. But for those watching later, if you watch them back to back, it'll be kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. All right. So let's go through. So we've obviously chosen our adventures. I grabbed the global save slot stuff. We are going to play cooperatively. And we'll set this up in a little bit with the token on the card. So we will, because we're playing with 2 players, it'll be 7 days. We'll be playing in a single session. Of course, you can continue a session on. You can play as long as you want and leave the game on the table before you save it all up, basically. But this is going to end a session, and there is things that need to happen to keep the world flowing and the months moving on. The weather, the seasons changing and stuff. So that's what this is going to dictate for us. Okay, so I have that. And then, obviously, the game board's already been placed in the middle of the table. Place the location cards. I've already done that. So I've placed the location cards that we had currently saved on the board, which I know some of them changed. I believe this one is different based on some stuff I let happen there. So the town's currently being rebuilt because
I think it was destroyed.
Things happened. Okay, things happened. I remember I was buying some kind of failure and maybe some people died. I don't know, but we'll leave that for you to discover on your own. Okay. And then we have some of these cards. We have one of these. The traveling fair is happening. Food, games, all kinds of entertaining activities to spend a fun afternoon and challenge your skills. Okay, so during setup, Mel, you're going to roll the D12 right now to put it at a matching location.
11.
So cards with this have a little arrow on them to show that it'll go on 11, which is
right here.
So there at Rheinstum is the traveling fair. Okay, we can put it like this. Okay, somewhere up there. Okay, so this is tied to this location. It is basically if you go there and visit there, you can interact with that story scene instead of another scene on the location or on your cards. It is now November, so I'm assuming we were last playing, it was October. And the episode before that, it was September, because every time you play, it advances, obviously time advances, which is super cool. So we're still in winter. Snow covers the landscape to the delight of young ones everywhere. Those less enthusiastic rely on warm brews to keep them going. Use the winter side of the board, or the game board and location cards. And then when we save the game, we'll be replacing it with card number 12, which I would assume is the 12th month, right? So that's that.
Do you want them like up here?
Yeah. Let's put them up. Okay. Okay, we have a card called Rebuilding Chabar. Okay. Tenacious Chabarians are rebuilding their beloved town. Neighboring cities are helping the grand effort as best they can afford. During setup, take a random $2.99 from the library. I'm going to go grab a $2.99 card. How many are there here? So there are 4 of them. No. Mending Society. Chabarans are welcoming any outside help with wide open arms. Many lost their homes in the recent eruption of Durgir. So we're getting like a previously on Rob's gaming table. A volcano erupted.
Yeah.
And destroyed the town and they're rebuilding.
Okay? It wasn't my fault. I know that much.
All right. Place 1 space east of Chabar. So this is another one of those little arrow ones tied to a specific location. So, this is a one we can do together if we go there. To make it more likely to succeed, and we both would get rewards if we do. So we're placing this 1 space east of Chabar.
Where's Chabar?
Chabar's up here. So 1 space east would be this little location out in the woods. So I'll just put that there for now. Or maybe I'll put it upside down out of the way a little bit.
Yeah.
So we can still see the other locations on the board there. Because there's little paths here that kind of blend in, but they're like just connecting. You can see the paths connecting the different locations in between the various cities or towns on the map. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Love it. Okay. And that was this one. Anything else on the card? Oh, this we only do when we save. So we'll deal with that at the end of our session today, if it's still there. But this will throw up here, letting us know what's going on. And what's this one? Olamide's Business. Okay, it looks like I was progressing this with the other character I was playing. Olamide's newest adventure is up and running. He's happy to give benefits to his beloved friend. So Boomir can move with hot air balloon for free. I'm not playing with that character right now, so this is that's not a thing. But during setup, I'm going to take a random 174 from the library. Okay. Hot air balloon. Okay, 174. Olamite's newest business is getting some wind beneath its wings. Move to the next location with the larger number, 12 loops to 1, and there's a delay could happen when it hits this. So it's going to keep pushing back on the time track. So there's every round of the game you advance the time basically throughout the week by day by day by day. And certain things have timed effects on this time track right down here. But we don't know what day we're starting on yet. We'll get there in the app will tell us, but this balloon is going to get a token on it, put 1 on the day thing, and when the time advances, it'll hit it, and we'll have to resolve that.
I'll just put those on there for now so that we can add
And
them.
it says adventurers may spend 2 gold to move with this card.
Oh, but your old character could do it for free. I see.
Yeah, so it's to help you get around the map a little bit. Kind of fun.
Cool.
Because normally you can only move 2 spaces on a turn, up to 2 spaces. So if we were trying to get from Hezemby or whatever, it would be 1, 2, and you can't get to Maratu until the whole other day. But in this game, sometimes you need to kind of race against time to get to certain things, to progress certain things before they evolve beyond your control, kind of idea, which is cool. So that's this guy. And it says roll the d12, place the card to the location with the matching number.
Oh, that's where it's going to start. Okay.
Yeah.
2.
2 is
Chabar.
Chabar. Okay, hot air balloon is in Chabar.
Or I can take those tokens for now.
No, I'll put that on there, and then we'll put this on the thing when it happens. And then we need 1 for that card up there eventually. Or I have it, I think.
You
Never mind. So this guy is up here for now. Great. All right. So the event deck's placed. It was shuffled because it's not normally shuffled when you set up the game, but it's shuffled because we integrated an expansion in it. So that's why I was shuffling around with it. Normally you don't do that on setup. It kind of evolves as you keep playing. It stays where the progress is. So we got the quest cards that were there in our global save slot back in the quest board that we can find by going to these locations with these cardboard tokens. To pick up those quests, you can have up to 3 quests in your possession that you can progress or whatever, and that's the main way to get prestige in the game. Next, we got a prestige token on the current little prestige score track on the top of the mat there. And I guess we can go to the book now. Again, we're using the prototype book, so a little bit different here. It's advertising the expansion. First things first, I'm going to play around the settings. And I kind of dabbled with the volume on the sound effects. I'm going to turn music off. But there are some new settings here since I last played around with this game. We own Dreams and Mysteries. For fun. I'm going to torture you guys with this. There's now a speech synthesizer for stories.
67.
You could hear that. I'm assuming you guys could hear that. You can let me know in the chat. Text size, I like to put it large so on stream we can see everything easier. Text animations. I don't know what that is. Ooh.
Oh,
you may
like
reduce
that.
or disable text animations if you find them distracting.
I like that because it stands out more to me.
Okay, we'll leave it on default. I don't know. Oh, increase contrast. Does this fix the complaint I had before? You can increase the contrast of the story text.
Yes.
So Sammy probably, again, like nails on a chalkboard, watching me struggle reading that brown font on the lighter brown background. Very hard for me to do on a screen on stream. Yeah, maybe that'll help. But the words will still stumble. I mean, I'm not great with animal types and stuff. We don't care about seamless dividers. Highlight verbs. Yes. Thank you, Sammy, again for that feature. So, you know, we'll see the fight will be highlighted, you know, make it more obvious. We need to look down at our cards. Automatic scroll speed. Okay. And then, yes, we definitely want to send anonymous data to help out. And I think that's that. Okay. Love it. Love the improvements. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to start. We have this checked. So this hopefully will work. I also did download it, so it is downloaded. Okay, so we are on November. It randomly chose a Friday for us to start on this time. So we're going to put the time marker on a Friday. That will help us with now this.
Oh, yeah, I need to.
Which we are going to place on the next Friday, 7 days, because we're playing 2 players. So unfortunately, you need to dig through there to find 2 matching symbols. I love that they gave you even more of those, so now you have to try to find matching ones.
Oh, I found one. It's okay. It's okay.
I thought it
So
was funny.
7 days.
I was gonna get a container that has 2 spots and put like
Oh,
all the same on one half, all the other, but then you still need to dig through each side to find matching ones anyway.
7 days next Friday. Okay.
Okay,
And then this one had to go at 1 day. Yeah. Okay.
Move to the next location. How do you know it's 1 day?
Because there was one under there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
No worries.
I was like, I know you delay it by 1 when you move it, but okay. It's November. Use the winter side, it tells us.
Oh, I have to put some of my tokens out, actually, now that we know the day. So let me grab a couple more of these.
Oh, yeah.
Just
So
while
Mel has stuff that's currently got some companions and things that might not stick around all day and have things that happen when they run out. So they're things she probably got like last episode.
Yes.
And they're currently in progress. So it's a cool way to track when you have a companion join you for a little bit on your journey. You know, they'll eventually like part ways. Good way to keep the board kind of clean and your play area not so overloaded.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what else we got set up? We just did all the timed effects.
Oh, yes, I did.
We got our figures, quest cards, starting player. I just give you starting player, so it stays with you the whole time. We'll clockwise, we each take a turn, and then the day will move forward. So the starting player places their adventure figure on anywhere you want. And when you place yourself, if you place yourself anywhere there's quests, you already have 2 in your possession, but you basically you can pick up quests that are there, and you can read them on the board here. Just for fun, I'll show you the ones we currently have in play. So if you go to Star Wars and pick up this quest is looking for an experienced traveler to accompany me on a trip. This is this person, the Pinta Giant Tortoise, okay?
Okay.
That's all you know. On the back is a whole starting of a quest line, but you're not allowed to see that yet. Then in Star Wars, you can grab another one. The fighting arena in Rheinstum has murdered and maimed countless folks. See? Some stuff happening. Anyone sharing your view is welcome to join our protest to end this barbaric practice. Okay, the carpet chameleon wants some help with this one.
I don't know about that one.
And then we have Arhin. I came to Galzyr for a little vacation. The trip is already well planned, and I'd love me some company. This is the Gila monster. Harmia. All right. So those are the quests currently on the quest board. And they were from our save slot, so they were there last time, I'm assuming. And you can have some added as you clear one. You always make sure there's at least 3 here. But there can be more than 3. Based on you discarding ones you have, they go back to the board possibly.
So Star Wars is very far. It's way up there.
Yeah, but you can just start there.
Arn is
And that's
down
near
here.
this too, the
Yeah.
char bar.
But I have things going on here that I was like in progress of doing. Both are on part 1, so I just received them. I haven't done anything with them yet.
Rebel Uprising Part 1. So if Mel wants to progress this, she needs to be in Arhin and then can trigger this and could get some help to join a revolution. Their ruling elite families have trampled us common folks for too long. No more should they be allowed to abuse our laws for their gains. It's time for a revolution. Join me and my hundreds of brothers and sisters in the march to end this tyranny. We must put them out of power. Holy, this is the chicken revolutionary, Jernin John. Okay, that's kind of cool.
That one is cool.
Should we do that one?
I'm thinking about that.
I'll go with you. We could do that one together, maybe.
I'm thinking about that, and I'm also thinking about this one, which is actually next door.
I wouldn't do this one. It's a bag of troubles. Doesn't sound great. Excellent. You're perfect for the simple routine operation. The less known your face is in my field, the better. Take this bag and deliver it to my colleague in the ranger station. Wait, are we playing
Earthborn Rangers?
Yeah, we get out the right game. Some Earthborn Rangers stuff here. Take this bag and deliver it to my colleague in the ranger station. The ranger shouldn't be a problem as long as you keep a low profile. Radavis, the step polecat, yeah, I can't keep reading all these names.
Courier. Okay.
I'm horrible.
You don't know where you start yet, though, right?
No, I don't start anywhere because I'm playing with a fresh character.
Yeah.
And it will tell me, don't place your figure.
So should you go first? Because then I can place myself where you are. You can't place
No, you still place yourself now as setup.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, but if you went first.
but you still have to place yourself during
I see.
setup.
It doesn't matter.
We haven't started yet, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna start.
I think that's how that works.
I'm gonna start at Muratu
Yeah.
in setup. Because
Okay.
I want to trigger the ranger station thing and then potentially go here. I can pick up the other quests. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'll start there.
So I'm playing Noko and Umi, a flat-headed rock agama, and strawberry poison frog. They have the sailor and toxic traits. I start with 10 gold.
Oh.
And my current traits or things my skills I'm good at or whatever. I have 2 in thievery. I have 1 in whatever that one is. I always forget the names of these when we start playing. I have 1 in survival.
1 in communication is the
communication, that's what it is. Yeah. So that's how I'm kind of statted out to start here. My ability is tag team, back again. You're in an inseparable duo, and when it's time to go all out, few can keep up with you. No river seems too deep and no ocean too wide when you face them together. When you begin a partner scene, you may discard this to get 1 success in all skill checks in the scene. Oh, I'm coming to the revolution with you, and I'm burning this ability. Let's do it.
Yeah, the revolution is next. Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Hopefully you start somewhere in the lower half of the map.
The revolution is now, everybody. The revolution is now.
The chicken revolution.
The chicken. We're going to help the chicken revolutionary out. That's what's happening today. If I can get through my stuff here and get set up. Because right now I have nothing. I
can trade you if we're together because I have stuff.
I know, but this will probably help get me some stuff to start, which usually is what these do. So here's my personal starting, you're new to the game or new to the character kind of quest. I love that they have these, so if you have a new player join you, even if you played the game a whole bunch of times, you can reset a character or give a fresh character to a new player, and these will kind of work them through the game and give them little hints and help as they go through and give them their starting equipment and kind of give them a taste of how the game works. I love how it's integrated. You can just start playing the game. It's so great. Anyways. Alone together, seeking closure, you're headed towards new land, Galzyr, as information broker resides there who might know answers to the questions haunting you. Ooh, things are haunting me? Okay, so down here, this purple with a lightning bolt means it's mandatory. So if I have anything that is mandatory like that on my turn and the situation arises, I must do it. So if I'm at basically anywhere, I will be doing this, and I don't have my character on the board, so it's the only option available to me. So that's that. Okay.
So I'm first.
We're good to go.
Right? So I have to do this first. That's what I was thinking. Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
So you're gonna trigger something there or something you have?
No, I'm gonna trigger something I have. So I'm gonna visit the station, which is 297.
Oops. Boom. Boom. Okay.
297.
With the mysterious bag in tow, you enter the ranger station. Inside, the establishment is full of folk, merry customers eating and drinking as well as plenty of ranger. 6 53 59. Inside, the establishment is full of folk, merry customers eating and drinking as well as plenty of rangers spending free time between shifts. Scanning the room, a grey heron catches your eye at the back, as she matches the description of the colleague Red Avis talked to you about. She winks and waves you over, confirming your suspicion. Taking a step forward, your eyes catch someone else staring at you and your bag. A sergeant among the rangers, a skunk, has fixated her keen eyes on you. Better to not gather any unwanted attention to your delivery.
Okay, we're definitely not going to use that going forward, but it's cool that that exists. If you want to hear a robot read to you, it's options there. Speech synthesizer for stories. I was going to turn it off, but you'll have to listen to me. I'm sorry, but it's cool that that's there though.
That is cool.
Now, one thing I did notice, still with this app, is a problem. Sammy, if you're watching this later.
I thought Sammy was here, I think, also.
Oh.
I think Sammy was here.
I did not see. I'm so sorry.
But you were...
You don't see.
Under Janet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed.
I think. That's Sammy, right?
No. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Usually, he's using like the Snowdale account.
Oh, okay. Then maybe not.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure if the font size changed on the story when I enlarged the font. Maybe it did. I'm gonna make it all small.
Oh,
it did. Okay.
Oh, wow. But I guess, yeah, if you're on a phone or something and you needed it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So text size large. Like it makes all this text really large. Like, oh, I guess it did. Yeah, it's quite bigger actually.
It's quite bigger.
It's just that font, right? That font is like very small on the lines. And then this font's like very clear and readable. Do you have the nibbler tag?
Do I have the nibbler tag? Let's take a peek.
But it still works. Again, I'm looking at a screen across the table. It's a large screen, but I'm not looking at like, you would normally have it on like a phone or a tablet in your hand, and probably the best way to do it. You can make text larger on there too if you need.
I do not have the nibbler tag.
So, okay. So here's your options. You can try to sneak. So if you have anything related to sneak, you can help you on an easy thievery test, which you just need 1 success to pass. But again, they hide behind this. You could get more successes. You could get some successes in your die roll from another skill, and there could be outcomes based on that, which is very clever. So they hide that from you. So this will give you an idea of how skill checks work in the game right here. Or you could act natural.
Well, sneak I can reroll up to 1 die and convert 2 of the squiggles into 2 successes for each. I can...
Oh, 2 thieveries.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I don't know all the names you have to remember.
Yeah. So you can reroll up to 1 die. You always get to reroll your whole roll at any point if you want 1 time, but it's all the dice or nothing. But when you get items and things, they can help you like reroll, mitigate dice luck and stuff like that, add successes to tests. Standard skill check testing 101 is all here. So she has a way.
And then I have a purple one here, which it must be used. If I sneak, fight, or climb, I get 1 success. Okay, I think I'll sneak because I'm passing 100% a sneak test. Just with this, if I only need 1. Okay, so in my skills, I don't actually roll any additional sneak die, but I can take 1 orange and 1 blue, and then these 3. Ooh. Huh.
So Mel's skill check here, just how skill checks work.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For those curious, normally you roll 5 black dice that have 1 symbol on each side for each of the 6 skill checks, okay? But then when you have skills in any of those, these little colors basically let you replace dice in the skill check with dice of those colors. And dice in specific colors will give you more successes on them for that specific skill. But even the adjacent neighboring skills will give you some more chances of successes over top of the default dice. So that's how you might help you choose which option you'll pick based on what you're good at or what you want to do. Or you can make choices just based on story, what you think is kind of cool. Like you want to try to act natural, it's kind of funny, it's how you want to play the game. You could do that. And then, but will you pass the check? Will you not pass the check? Will you extremely pass the check? Could all lead to different outcomes, which will all be hidden. We won't know. That's what's cool about also doing it in an app. Your eyes can't wander on the page and accidentally see all the options in front of you that you could have possibly had. So that's another reason why I love this digital stuff, where like you click through and it keeps everything nice and hidden, nice and clean, only presents you with the information that's relevant, which I think is very clever. Go ahead.
So I don't think I need to necessarily reroll my whole thing, but I will use...
Which one are we doing, actually?
The sneak.
Oh, sorry. I missed that.
Oh, yeah. No, that's okay.
I was supposed to click it when you...
No worries. Only because I have the rerolls and I have the auto success. So we're going to keep that. We're just going to use the 1 reroll here. Oh, okay. Super. So what I can do here is I can use 2... convert 2 into 2 successes each. So this is 4, right? Am I reading that correctly? Convert up to 2 into 2 each.
Sorry, I'm zoned.
No, that's okay. I just want to make sure I'm doing that correctly.
I know, what are you doing?
The bottom one. So I re-rolled.
And convert up to 2 of those symbols into 2 successes each.
So is this 4?
If that's what you up
Yeah.
to, it's whatever you want to do.
4, and then I have on a sneak test I get +1, so it's 5.
So
Well,
you
that's
got
actually pretty good.
5 thievery successes?
Yeah,
Wait, where'd the rest of your dice go?
right here.
You must leave them
Oh yeah,
there.
sorry. Which was
Because
like
the app might then
You're
have
right. I
additional
was just
things
re-rolling.
checking for numbers.
I was re-rolling,
Or,
so I put them to the side.
Yeah. Whenever you roll in this game, always leave it as is. Don't instantly clean it up, because even as we advance, things might go, how many of these symbols did you get? And that might have some fun with you, basically. You'll see. Okay. So what did you get?
3+.
You got 3+. So using the commotion to your advantage, you disappear into the crowd of patrons. As you shift between customers eating and dancing, this skunk sergeant soon loses her interest and returns to enjoying her company. Your little bag and presence wasn't enough to keep her interest that long. Now free from suspicion, you head to the corner table, hosting the lonely gray heron. Continue. Sitting at her table, the heron introduces herself as Bukamal. You hand the bag to her. Excellent service. You need to give Radavis my greetings. She looks at the letters. As expected, Radavis has encoded these. I need my decrypt codes from my diary. Come. You follow her upstairs to her room. The room is a mess. A mattress is leaning on the wall, with drawers and clothes scattered around the floor. Those cursed owl spies. My diary isn't anywhere I left it. I hope they didn't take it. So you have an option now to crack the code of letters with a hard, whatever that test is. Knowledge. Or search, if you have anything to help you with searching, the diary for a medium. Again, I need to have those symbols up on my screen.
Perception.
I had the back of the book on my screen over here, so I could always look over and remember what they were called. Which happens when you don't play the game for a couple years. Or you can offer moral support to Bukamal.
The medium test might not be difficult. I don't think I have anything that can help me with searching, but I would be able to roll a perception and a communication die, which may be okay. Need to get at least 2. I'll try to search for the diary. So I can roll this one, and then these 3. And then this one is a perception test. So in a perception skill test, hasten 1, this card, and that means I have to go closer to the day token.
Sorry, which one are you doing? Search?
Yes, that's this one. To move that, so I don't have it as long. Okay. I got none. So I will.
Did you do your full reroll?
No, but I will do that now.
You have nothing to help you on a search you want to use?
No.
You can always use that after you reroll too.
I got none again.
Okay.
Ooh, this is bad.
So 0 to 1.
Yeah.
Bukamal sits down on the wooden frame of her barren bed as you put yourself to work. It's a small purple book. I used code words in it, so they might have left it somewhere. That somewhere could be anywhere. Scouring the room from floor to ceiling results in only in an even bigger chaos in the room. Something you didn't think was even possible. Thanks for your help. I'll take it from here. If they left my diary, I'll find it, eventually. Defeated, you leave. Outside the station, you notice 2 owls, taking flight from the second floor window, heading west. Soon after, Bukamal rushes out from the front door. I left the bag unattended for a mere second. It must be recovered. Please, you're my only hope. You earn 1 prestige.
Super.
So advance your prestige at the top of the board.
Thank you.
And now, return Bag of Troubles 135 from the adventure to the library. So 135, I'm going to put back in here. Okay. Give 107 from the library. So stuff that's highlighted in blue, the story master would be reading it off the app and giving the options to the player without necessarily showing them the screen. So blue stuff just tells you as the story master, the person holding the tablet or phone or whatever, to just do these things without explaining it and just, to move on. That's why it's highlighted in blue if you're just wondering. But we're going to show you everything so you understand the game you might be interested in purchasing or not. So it's all up on the screen for you to see. So, and normally you just be handing these to the other player, and they have a hand of quests that they wouldn't necessarily show you the private side of a quest. But since you guys are playing along with us, we're trying to show off things in the game to help you understand what's possible here. So this is Bag of Troubles Part 2. So she's now progressed her quest forward. 2 owl spies stole some of my documents with sensitive information on them. I bet they are seeking a buyer for them in Arhin as we speak. Go to the Sinking Sorrow Tavern and pose as a potential buyer. Folk there can deliver the message to the owls. Okay? So it's your choice whether you continue this today's session, a future session, whatever. You could even discard this and it just puts it on the notice board so somebody else can pick up the quest if they want in a future playthrough or today's playthrough or whatever, which is super flexible, super cool.
What's cool about this is the same place that we want to go for the Chicken Revolution.
Ooh.
So
yeah, but maybe that destroys the place and that goes away with me.
that is true.
And if I were helping you, it says the partner earns a prestige, but I wasn't there. I wasn't helping you. But we could have worked together, and you could have used my skills to adjust what dice you had, and I could have lent you some gold if you needed it and all that kind of stuff. But I also would have got some rewards. Oh, I forgot to mention, totally. Oh, crapola. So they added this, and I love this. Oh yeah, I forgot this. During setup, if you have multiple 000 cards, choose one to keep. Okay, we don't have, because you'd have to unlock those. But co-op movement rules, okay? I forgot, I want to play this way, although it doesn't really matter yet, because I'm not even on the board.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a bit more freedom and cooperative play, you may resolve each player's travel simultaneously instead of everyone moving on their own turn. Afterwards, resolve each player's story regularly one by one. Always start with the player with the starting player token. You may still trade before and after resolving your scene. This can make it easier to cooperate with other players, including partnering, explained on the base game's rulebook. That is something we noticed when one player does their turn and another person's like waiting for them to arrive to help you with the partnering action. Obviously, with more players being on the board, you might be all closer together and somebody could help you as close. But especially when you're just playing 2-player, it takes a while to get in the same place. So it's kind of cool. We could both move to meet in the middle and then each resolve our stories like kind of back to back if we want.
Yeah.
So we're going to play that way when that matters. I forgot to mention that is you could do that in the existing base game, but it's cool. It's something they just added in the rules for the new set.
Steven is asking a question. Is there an ultimate end goal for each character or for the game? I think...
Yes, you have personal quests that you can go on, and I think that helps you get access to your personal abilities. But every session, we're just trying to get the most prestige we can, which leads to like different little endings and things and rewards and things you get. That's on a session by session. But you're just trying to like advance the world and advance quests and discover the sandbox of content, basically, is how I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
There are some quest lines. There's that mystery quest line, and there are some other quest lines that might only unlock after previous quest lines open up and stuff, so you get more advanced into the story. But it's like kind of whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it. It's very just like a sandbox world full of content that you could just explore, live in. But you are trying to basically, the main thing you want to do most of the time is completing quests that earn you prestige. But you want to try to pick the quests that sound interesting, the ones you think you can do well at based on the set of skills you have. But you can modify your skills as you go, find items to help you in quests and checks and stuff. It's just a very like open world game. It's like very different and kind of like refreshing. It's not like at least not that I know of. I don't think it's not like one of those open world games that's like a 35-hour campaign and it ends no matter what after so many sessions. Like, but on the way you can do whatever you want. Or like, I don't know if there's like a main quest line that we're pushing all the way to the end. Like, let's say like a game like Gloomhaven, for example, you have like the main quest that could end the story, but you could just be doing side stuff all you want and push other quest lines that maybe don't advance the main story and do those at your own leisure, or you can skip half those. I don't know if that's like that in this game. I'm not sure. Again, everything we played of this game, except for like when we were learning it off stream many years ago, is all recorded there. So you can see what we've seen basically. So yeah.
I feel like this game is even more open than Earthborn Rangers, which we were saying how open Earthborn Rangers is. Because that one had like kind of like a direction still throughout each mission or each session.
That is the best game that we've played I would compare to this game.
Yeah, but this is even more open than that.
And this is definitely less complex too. Than that game for sure.
But Brian does say, I did come across an ending in which you lose the entire game.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, good to know.
So be careful out there, everyone.
And then, Brian, do you like just reset everything and start over? Is that like
That is
the
fun.
idea? So there isn't, and okay, I thought so. I
But-
thought it'd be like that kind of thing, like if you push progress and like find certain things, but like we watched a city get destroyed, so I'm assuming there's like, yeah, more impactful things that can happen in the game. Yeah. So
Yeah, because I wonder if there's the opposite to that, where of like you've saved the city and everything is peaceful, start again.
but it's like I don't want to know and I don't want to spoil because like you could easily play this game a handful of times, probably get your value out of it because you probably played it more than you play most of the games on your shelf for the price, you know. And it's like it's up to you how much you want to poke and prod and experience in this game, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't like the gameplay loop that we're doing of moving around, reading story, making choices, traveling the land, meeting characters, having funny, serious, different things happening, collecting items. Like if any of this gameplay loop that we're going to do, basically play 7 days in a session and progress the game month to month with an ever-changing world, if like just that doesn't entertain you and it's not interesting to you, then don't even bother with the game. Like it doesn't matter if there's an ending or there's not. You have to like the actual play of the game, the base mechanics, sessions, like what basically a session and a turn is, right? So whether it has some ultimate ending after playing it for like a month straight, a year straight, 10 sessions, 30 sessions, whatever it is, like I don't know. It's kind of just it's described in the rule book as just an ever-changing game. You can reset it when you want. Players can jump in when they want. You can reset individual characters when you want. You can mix in expansions as the world's still progressing and changing, and it's unique to your play based on choices you make, places you go. Your game will progress different than someone else's. It's just one of those persistent world kind of games. That's all I know, and that's all I need to know, enough to play it a few times. But like, I don't know if there's an ultimate ending you're trying to win or not. I don't know. But according to what Brian says, you can end everything. You can it can be all over for you.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun. That means Brian sucks at rolling dice and choosing items and building character skills and working together with other players in the game or characters, obviously. Brian, get good. Get good, scrub. No, I'm just joking. It's all good. Okay, so
It's your turn.
oh, it's my turn now, finally. I mean, thanks. Okay, so I'm not on the board, so I have to follow this. I'm going to be doing 387. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. That sounds like a good question to ask over on Board Game Geek or on the Game Found page, or go to Snowdale Designs website and ask there. Email them and ask, because I don't know. And I don't want to know because that'd be very spoilery, I think, to know. But yeah, there you go. But if you want to know, go ahead, but don't tell me. Okay.
Ultimately, though, while you're playing your session, you're trying to get as much prestige as you can.
Yeah, that's all we know. Like the
That's all
rulebook, like
yeah.
play a session, try to earn as much prestige as you can.
Before the day is done or the week is done.
Yep. And basically by pushing quests. All right. From the ship's bow, you watch the vessel dock at the industry-choked port. This is one of the free city-states of Galzyr, of which hundreds of different kinds of folks swirl through its riverside businesses. You can feel the eyes of the other passengers on you. Being a sailor yourself, many have mistaken you as a member of the crew. Further, flat-headed rock agmas. Okay. What is that? So a flat-headed rock agamas, I'm sorry I'm saying this wrong, I know, are great at sneaking, but terrible at making friends. They usually prefer to live in solitude. They are rare in these lands. Rarer yet is Umi, as none here seem to have ever seen a strawberry poison frog. Strawberry poison frogs can get easily attached to others, hoping to make trustworthy lifelong friends to enjoy the world with. Oh, he's so cute. All right. Other than a refreshing change of scenery, Galzyr offers answers to questions that you two have had burning in your heart for years. A polecat porter comes up on deck with a cart of luggage. Passengers, collect your bags here. So move the adventurer's figure to Azembi. Okay. So here's my figure. Nice little wooden meeples. And I'm right here.
At least you're in the bottom half. Okay, good.
I'm in Azembi. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Next is collect your luggage. As you wait in line, you get your luggage. You dwell on the answers you lust for. For you, it's the identity of whoever gave up you and your former criminal gang to the authorities. I like it. The one who stole 5 years of your life. Oh man, I'm straight out of prison. This is awesome. For your tiny compatriot, she yearns to know if there were any survivors of the terrible storm that demolished her tribe. After a stork and a monitor, you reclaim your bag from the trolley. Inside it are the tools of your trade. Unmolested from the rough and lengthy over-ocean voyage, you're lucky the customs officer at the last port didn't look too closely at these items. Some might consider them suspicious. You and the other passengers empty out into Hazembe's streets. Give 2 random 200s from the library to the adventurer. If I remember correctly, these are like cool items. Yeah. So there's a item deck this big. Mel has some of them too. There's many other items in there, I'm sure, but this is the generic stash of items in the game. I'm going to get 2 random 200s. So I found a magnet. Well, it's so on magnetic traits, and then on unlock and searching, I can roll to possibly get extra successes on skill checks. While its exact workings remain a mystery to many, a suitably strong magnet can attract everything from lost keys to a crafty magpie thief. Okay, and I'll put that in my item slot here. You can have up to 3 items in your possession. If you ever get an extra item, you can always discard. And any ones that have like abilities to use on discard, you can do those when you need to get rid of one. And then I also found a periscope. The money on here is if you ever need to buy or sell this item. It has the spying trait. Being able to look through walls could be optimal, or would be optimal. Seeing around corners is the next best thing. So on a sneak test, I get 1 success and reroll up to 1 die. And during observe tests, I can reroll up to 2 dice. Okay. Perfect. All right. You've heard that the infamous Yohasto dwells in Hazambi, a walrus known for piracy, smuggling, and information dealing. He might be... Okay. It's like a big walrus looking like Jabba the Hutt dude. That's what I'm picturing. Got to go to his cantina. Okay. He might be able to get you the answers you crave. The word in the criminal underworld is that he needs somewhere to do a job that involves applying toxins. With Umi's poisonous skin, that's covered. On the topic of criminals, you pass by a store named Johori's Juice. You've never been a patron of it, but you know its elderly fruit bat owner works with smugglers. The walrus marks his temporary dwelling with a curved red symbol so his clients can find him. You can explore the area looking for it, or you could pester Johori into telling you what if he knows the walrus's whereabouts. Reminder, after the adventure, choose an option, select it before, so this is like teaching you if you're new to the game, because this is the character's like intro quest to get them started. So it just reminds you like how to work the app basically. So I could explore the area or convince Jory to tell you. So both are medium. I only roll 1 die in each one. They both don't have adjacent, that sucks. Explore, I don't have anything to help me. And convince, I don't have anything to help me. So YOLO, I will just go, it's medium, so I need 2 successes on either one. I'll try to convince Jory to tell me. Okay, let's go with one of these. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the tent. I have 1. Let's just reroll everything. My 1 reroll. 0. Okay, cool. So 0 to 1.
Oh, you're looking for faces, not tents. Are you?
Oh, convince.
Oh,
I'm an idiot.
So you got 3.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Did you already click? Can you click back? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no problem. I'm a dummy. I thought I selected the first one.
I didn't see what your first roll was.
Yeah, I should have brought the app on the screen.
That's okay.
Yeah. My bad. So sorry. Brain fart. Yes, I'm looking for the faces. Okay. All right. Going into the juice store, you charm Jory so well that he tells you where he last heard the walrus was hiding and gives you a few gold pieces. I'm a fan of politeness. He's in the local marine folk encampment down the channel. White and green tent. Can't miss it. You walk along the river's bank and come across a string of wide tents. With your pockets heavier from new gold, you move through the walruses and seals flopping about in the sand and enter Yohasto's tent. You gain 2 gold. So I will just adjust this to 12. On my dial is my gold. On my player board. Continue. You're face to gut with a towering mountain of blubber sitting among the mounds of exotic trinkets. An eye-patched walrus grins down at you. What a colorful pair of critters you are. Why did you enter my home? Bluntly, you tell him you know who he is and that you're here to apply to his new job and want info as payment. He pats a padlocked box with a heavy flipper. First, a demonstration of your skills. See if you can open this. Its key is hidden here in my tent. Okay, so I can try and unlock the box as a hard thievery test, which I am 2 at thievery, or search the tent, which is a medium like, man, I forget this, whatever.
Perception.
Perception. I'll never remember that, but I have 0 in that. But I do have both neighboring skills. So if I try that one, I do have some extra symbols on here, some extra symbols on this one, but I don't have the one itself. And it is medium though. But the hard, I need at least 3 successes.
Do you have an unlock or search?
Yeah, I do have unlock, which on a 5 to 12 of the D12, I get 2 successes. Let's do that. Let's try to unlock the hard test, okay? So, I'm going to replace both of these. So I'm still rolling 5 dice.
Oh, and you'll need this after as well. Or you can roll it with it, whatever.
It's my choice, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I can do it after I reroll, before I reroll, whatever. I'm trying to get at least 3. I got 3. I think we're good. But why not just roll the D12? 5 to 12. Nope, I didn't get it. Okay, so I'm going to stay with that. Okay, I got, if I got a 4 or higher, I could have got even better, but it's fine. Finding the key will be more hassle, so you pick the lock. You find it easy to open and see empty innards. The tent fills with Yohasto's bellowing laughter. With as much dexterity as a flipper can offer, he gives you a folded paper. Northwest of here is a forest, Maratu, popular with outdoor folk and overland smugglers. A ranger station has some contraband. I want to get on one of my ships. All the details are in the note. Do this for me, and I will serve you up the information you want on a silver platter. Now, run along. I have preparations to make. Looking over the piece of paper, you see the arduous dimensions of this task, but still accept it. You'd do anything to get your answers. You earn 2 prestige.
Nice.
I'm winning. I'm just kidding. We're playing co-op, but in competitive, we'd be competing, but we're not.
Yeah, I think we're adding it together in the end, right?
I'm going to be the better co-operator. We'll see. Okay. Return alone together, 111, from adventurer to library. So basically, just put the card back in the 111 section. Then give 451, which has the symbol for that character. So there might be other 451s, which is definitely a new card. Because there wasn't 400s before. But I need the one from my character's symbol. That looks right. So now I have this to continue that quest, part 2. To get your answers, you'll have to do Yohasto's dirty work. He wants you to retrieve some specific package that was confiscated by a guard outpost in Maratu, allegedly using toxins as crucial to getting inside the place. And this cannot be abandoned. So I'm stuck with this as one of my 3 quests, no matter what, because this is how I'm going to work towards getting like my character advanced and all that stuff. So I have to be in Maratu, and we could do it together, visit the outpost. Will I do this today? We'll see, but it's an option. My first quest, everybody. I did it. All right, and then I click end of scene, and then that's the end of the day. So we're going to Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll do the same thing over here, and any
So we're going to do
timed
the
effects that trigger, which was just, I think, the balloon.
Oh, you can move whatever you need
So
to
I
move.
can see. Where was the balloon? Oh, it's right here.
You can move all these off the screen, like, and yeah, however you want to do it. I don't care.
I think just this one I
Whatever
need
works
to
for you.
see, because it has the token on them. These I don't need to. Those are all like clean up after. Just
Okay.
Okay, so the balloon moved to the next location.
And then we delay it by
And then we
one, so
delay
it goes
by
to the next day. So with the larger number, so it is on number what right now?
2. So it'll go to
2
3.
goes to 3. So hot air balloon is just moving around the board.
All right. Now it's back to me.
But before we go with your turn, I just need to take a quick break. We'll be right back in 2 seconds. And we're back. Okay. So we can move to get like simultaneously, whatever.
I wish there was a shortcut for you to get to here.
Yeah, we gotta wait for a balloon to come around.
Well, I think
So it doesn't really matter then.
No.
So I will just head. I'll just head that way.
Oh yeah, and then I'm going 1, 2. Okay. So then my event will be from here because I don't have
Let's see.
anything.
Yeah. So because she's not in a location with some scene numbers on it, she stopped at just a location in between some grasslands or whatever. She has to do a story, so she could do something she has if something had numbers that didn't matter where you were, but she doesn't.
I don't.
So we'll just draw an event, and then we start from the top. Is it Tuesday?
Nope.
Nope.
Saturday.
Is it a settlement? No, it's grasslands. So we're gonna do 58.
Okay.
So if you can just hold on to that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're walking by the water, you spot a bright glimmer on the surface next to a rock not too far away from the shore. You stop for a moment to think. Given the time of the year, the water is probably freezing cold, and the current might make it even more dangerous to swim, yet you can't help but wonder what might be behind that glint. If you swim, each swim tag gives you an extra success.
Oh.
Do you have anything that swims?
Well, I have my
Oh,
main
you're a
character.
freaking
I'm a
frog.
frog, so I swim.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I have 1 swim tag.
So would you like to swim to the rock?
Oh, I have 2. I have my friends here. They also have a swim tag.
Great. So
I have
you
2.
automatically have 2 successes on
I would like
every
to-
single test.
I would like to swim to the rock. Yes.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to ignore the shine?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So I am looking
So
for.
go ahead.
Okay, I don't have any. Matthew, 31 months. Matthew, thank you,
Matthew, thank you for the long-term support. I appreciate it. Says, I want to brown nose a little bit. I'm so glad to be a part of this community. Thank you, Rob and Mel, for providing a space for degenerates like me.
We're glad to have you, Matthew.
Matthew, I did read your message that you sent me on Discord. I just didn't get around to responding, and I totally forgot until you're just mentioning now. But hopefully you're taking care of yourself, buddy, and make sure you seek some help. Addiction's a bitch. So, yeah, but I'm glad you're around. I'm glad you're hanging out. Just be respectful. I appreciate it. Good to see you.
31 months, Matthew.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Thank you. Alrighty, so I am looking for 10. We're rolling these guys. We have 2 auto successes. I did get 1, but I think I will re-roll the. That would be 3. I'm going to re-roll this. And we got none. So we are going with 2.
Real outcomes. 2.
I should get the first one.
Driving into the water. You battle against the currents and the icy temperature of the water. It makes crossing a real challenge, but you make it to the source of the strange glint. Wedged between sections of the surface-breaking rock, a glass bottle is held in place. While the bottle is not very intriguing, the piece of paper inside it is another matter. With your newfound trinket, you get back in the water and suffer another arduous swim back to dry land. So give a random $1.99.
Oh yeah, and I have to look. Is this? No, that one's good.
If unavailable, no. And then return the drawn event to the bottom of the event deck.
Okay.
Oh, I see. There is in here
Oh.
one of the random. So we could make this one on the top for showing new content.
It's completely up to you.
Yeah.
What is this? This is just an item, right?
The longer storylines normally unfold over several games, but here's what you can do to play in a smaller amount of time. On stream, an event card gets shuffled in the event deck, you may place it on the top. If a card gets placed in an adventure save slot, you may put it into play immediately. If a card gets placed in the global save slot, you may play it immediately. I don't know. I'm going to just shuffle randomly.
Yeah, I won't even look at on this pull one.
Yeah. All right, you pull something there.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Like, I could do that, but it's like, let's not. Add a member for 25 months. Mel for the win. Oh, wait, this is co-op. Okay, Rob wins too. Yay!
We win together. Oh, I want a treasure hunt. Oh,
Look at this.
It's part 1 and part.
Look at this. Look at this sneaky stuff. Travel towards the perilous mountains from ... With one hint, you know where to search for the next one. If you gain another treasure hunt, abandon one.
I don't have a treasure hunt, do I? No. Nope. Okay.
So you can go to Yezin without a clue tag and do this one. Or closest mountain to...
Oh, no. Oh, we can't even do
And
that.
we don't even know the number.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So I got to go to... Oh, I got to go to Yezden. Where's that? Way at the top.
Without a clue? You don't have a clue?
I don't think...
Usually don't.
I don't know.
Okay. Right.
This is going to go right here.
That's awesome.
This is not considered a quest, is it?
Yeah,
I think it is. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's...
got the symbol in the top left. So you can only have 3 total.
Okay.
But some of them will tell you can abandon them, you have to abandon them or not, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I want to do that.
All right.
That was fun. Okay.
So I'm going to do an event if you can draw me one.
Yep.
The adventurer's wounded. No. This is on a little mountain hill. 218. All right. The whole day has been blighted by a killer cold, with a snowfall threatening to drown the world in white, yet somehow you feel as if worse has yet to come. Ahead on the road, there is a wagon pulled over, forced to stop from the snows. A group of travelers is crowded around a hedgehog who is crying and wailing. Across from them, a stranger stands, so heavily cloaked and covered in wicker charms that you cannot tell what species it is. With a voice of pained avalanche, the dark figure points a gnarled, mutated digit at you. Adam, thank you for the super chat. Says, watch out, Rob. The couch is calling. I was going to make a comment.
Did you do something?
No.
Oh. Like, I missed it so far.
No, I didn't.
If
I didn't
did
make
something. I missed it.
Again, no clue. See? No clue.
Oh, is the comment? Oh, that's fine.
No clue. She didn't even have a clue that I was saying she had no clue. But yeah, when you said we're playing co-op, I was going to make a comment about how, like, yes, the couch is not an option today for either of us. It's going to be a good evening after the game, but yeah.
It's okay.
Adam's. Thanks, Adam.
I was going to say, did you do something? Because I missed it.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Come forward, ye who seeks renown, and listen to things that are yet to be. Lies, lies, the hedgehog screams. I heard the filth it uttered. Do not listen. Do you have a sentinel tag? I don't think so. I have sailor and toxic, spying and magnetic. weird. If you convince, each toy tag gives you 2 successes. I don't have any toys. What is going on?
Oh, it's a hard one. If you want to convince.
Everything will be okay. Okay, hold on. I do have one in that. Convincing, not great. Listen to the stranger's words, decline to listen. I'll just listen to the stranger's words. You ask the stranger to enlighten you. The travelers eagerly watch, wanting to see the hideous effect it might have on you. The being whispers to you of the future, of the arrival of dark gods to this land that will battle all things in the horrible radiance, and even worse things will follow. You fight back tears. In your heart of hearts, you fear the stranger's vile information to be true. You vow to never repeat its words. You compose yourself long enough to walk away without care. The travelers praise your bravery. If only they were victimized by the stranger's dark intelligence, they would never laugh again. You have a feeling you will be having nightmares for a while. You earn 1 prestige.
Rob is crushing it.
Dun, dun, dun. Give a 57 card from the library to the adventurer. What is this? Oh, okay.
Always afraid.
I'm afraid. Cowardice, weary, terrified, and paranoid. You can't get rid of the thought that you could have avoided your fate by being more careful. When gained, hasten 1 for each companion and partner you have.
Oh.
So I have 1 partner, which is you, I think. You, or no, you're only if you're helping me, I think you're my partner
Yeah.
on this, but I don't. Okay. You cannot choose hard skill checks if you have other options. So give me a little symbol.
Yeah, let's give you this little bunny.
Oh, I see. If I had a companion or a friend helping me on this skill check, it would show that I have like people backing me up so I wouldn't be as afraid.
Yeah.
So it would go away faster. I get it. That's
Yeah,
cute.
but you're all alone.
Very cute.
Out there.
Okay. And that other symbol is for everybody. Take 269 from the library and shuffle it in the event deck.
Oh, so you have to take 1 of each one, right?
Yeah, this affects everybody. So we're taking
And I think that's why
269 for both of us, right?
Yeah.
So as you'll see here, there are like 269s with all the characters' symbols on them. So we're just going to take the ones that, those who are here who know what happened. So this one, and then you're the little frog guy. This one.
And shuffle these in?
Is that what it says?
Shuffle it into the event, I guess.
And then return the drawn event to the bottom of the event deck after.
So then the one that I had, this is now shuffled back.
Yeah. So it'll mix it all up.
Okay.
End scene. But again, each event has like so many options that all happen in order.
Yeah.
So like, even if you draw the same event card, like
You
you
may
might
not
be on
the same location.
different day, different character. There's all different things that happen,
Yeah.
which is cool. All right.
Sunday.
Sunday.
All right. So I'm moving in on here. Again, the balloon is going to move, which I think it stays where it is because I think the next one was 4.
Yep.
3 and then 4. Yeah.
Yep.
This is going to go here.
It's just floating over that city.
I don't even think it'll. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. And then back to me. So, I'm going to go here, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We can both move.
I'll just move along the way and hopefully I'll catch
But I
up
can
with you
do
at some
other
point.
things maybe while I'm here before I do these. Okay. Let's see. Go.
Oh, Maratu is where I need to head anyway
Yeah, for your
for
quest,
my
right?
ranger station.
But I feel like your ranger station is going to send you back. Because remember, it was like talk to them.
But I
and
don't
bring me
need
the
to go
information.
back.
You're right.
It's not going to like teleport me, I don't think.
You're right. That's fine.
And a lot of these you don't have to complete on the same session. They're meant to be completed over multiple playthroughs. So
That is true. All right. I would like to visit the market here. Let's see if I can get another item or something. I only have 5 gold. Maybe it's enough. It's 18.
18.
Yeah.
Betwixt the northern gates and the gargantuan defensive wall of the city, Arhen's market sits. With limited space, all of its vendors and customers alike are forced into claustrophobic corridors where folks have to slide past one another, sorry. The camping supplies and weapon shop is having a huge discount today. Do you have a mount tag? And partners tags don't count. Your horse?
I do not.
Or some kind of thing
No.
you can ride? And somehow, despite the lack of space, there's still a whole stable in here. It has a sign offering mount renting services. Oh, I bet this gets you around the board faster.
Oh.
So anything particular you'd like to buy, you could rent a mount before shopping for 3 gold. There's a special option here, discounted weapons and camping equipment. This is the sale today. Books and apparel or miscellaneous gadgets.
Well, since I only have 5, I don't want to rent a mount before shopping. I think I'll just go to the discount weapons and camping equipment.
Weapons may be good if we're going to rally a revolution.
Exactly.
All right, snooping about a forge. It's hooded. Grebs are feather folk that would rather swim and dive than fly, though some have lost the power of flight from neglect. Okay.
Oh.
A hooded Greb owner straightens out his display items. He makes sure to put cards next to them telling you their reduced price. He cocks his head. I think I put these prices too low. I am risking my security and profits to bring you this deal. He is watching you for a sign of sympathy. Take 101 and 3 random 100s from the library.
And place them face up in front of me. Okay. I may purchase any number of these items by paying their value. The prices are discounted by 3 gold. You may also sell items. Okay. Order gear. When purchased, immediately discard or swap one of my skill markers for either.
So for 3 gold, you could buy this, and it lets you move around your skills to get better at something, worse at something else, your choice. But it's only the might and survival.
Yeah.
Swap one of your marks for either.
Might or survival.
Which makes sense when you're finding this gear.
No, I don't think I like this one. Okay.
Okay. The other items you're going to see are 3 of them, right? Sturdy rope, which is a cord.
Climb and force, okay.
A hatchet, blade and weapon.
Force, fight, climb.
And a regional map. I'm going to give these to you, and you can look through them, look at the stats you already have.
So the prices are discounted by 3 gold.
Oh, wow.
So I could... Explore. Get 1 success and reroll up to 1 die 2 times. You may choose a different die. Just trying to look at some tags I do not have. So that I can be more versatile, I think. And I think I will actually, this hatchet is the most expensive, has the most tags. I'll take this hatchet for 3 gold. Because it's reduced. Oops. Okay, so I have 2 gold remaining.
Okay, we're going to end scene. And then I am in Maratu. I will do this. I'm going to visit the outposts. 388. Following the instructions in Yohasto note, you come to the deep woods of Maratu. It leads you past the usual tourist spots and the ranger station to a guard post off the beaten path. It's more of a warehouse than a proper fort with only a single locked front door. A guard of a behemoth proportions mines the lone entrance. Scars cover the lion, and he's burdened with heavy armor and vicious weapons. Yumi unfurls the note and reads the next passage in a whisper. That lion is too skilled to be fought conventionally, but he's weak-blooded. A touch of toxin should knock him out, allowing you to enter. The note makes it sound rather simple, but how are we going to get him in contact with Yumi? I can't choose the hard. I'm afraid.
And that's the best test for you, no?
Trick the behemoth into touching Yumi. Yes, it is. Sure. All right, so I can take a blue and a yellow die, because those are neighboring. That will help me get more successes. And this is nothing, no verbs are there, right? So what am I looking for? Books. I got 1, but it's a medium. So I'm just going to re-roll everything. Nothing. Going up to the line, you tell him to catch and abruptly toss Uni at the guard. He catches the tiny frog by reflex. What did you just throw at me? In disgust, he stuffs the frog in his pocket and leaves the halberd at you, on guard. Oh, levels the halberd at you, on guard. He nearly takes your head off twice with a pair of swings from his polearm. The next strike misses, as his movements grow sloppy and he passes out. You apologize to Yumi as you free her from the lion's pocket and the keys from his belt. Inside the building is a large single room filled with contraband seized by the forest rangers of Maratu. You find the package that the walrus, again, this is all in progress, everybody. All in progress, being worked on. Okay. The walrus details in his note a heavy head-sized box wrapped in dark parchment. Moving it makes no noise. Suddenly, and a bang echoes through the room as the door is yanked shut. You can hear the number of guards and rangers gather on the other side of it. We've trapped intruders in there. Get ready to enter and seize them. I can't choose either
Oh, you
option.
can choose either of them.
Is there another option?
So what happens here?
Oh, if you have other options.
Oh, okay.
So I can choose it here. Yeah, this says only if can't choose a hard check if you have other options.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say I'm like the game's broken, but it's not. So I can force my way through the door, or observe the hall for another way out. Both I have equal shot at doing.
You have something for observe, right, with your telescope?
Oh, I do actually. Reroll up to 2 dice. Sure. Okay, so for this, what am I doing in eyeball? So 2 pink, 1 blue, 2 black. And I'm trying to get eyeballs. So I will use my, I'll reroll all of it actually. My normal, usual reroll, whatever you want to call it. Still just 1. And then I'm going to reroll up to 2 dice. Let's reroll these ones because they have more likely chance of hitting, but they don't. So I'll double check. No, we're good. So I got 1. 1. Wow. Okay. So definitely failed. In panic, you look about the room. You think you see a hidden trapdoor subtly outlined in the wall. You run at it and learn, to your dismay, it's just a coincidental outline and hit face first into the wall. More guards arrive. As they fling the door open, they swarm and get a ball of iron shackled to your leg. In frantic thrashing, you break free and run past them, heading into the woods until you're safe. As you catch your breath, an elderly mole with a cane surfaces from the shadows. Not a smooth escape, but now Yohasto needs you to get the package to Wave Chaser. The ship is docked at Arhen's port.
Oh, perfect.
So where I'm headed. She wishes you a toodles and leaves. You have so many questions and a dead weight stuck to your leg. Return alone together for 51 to the library. Give 52 and 452. And grab 52. Ball and chain. I am chain. In a famous court case, a fox avoided jail by arguing now how lesser misconduct should mean lesser decreased immobility. At this place and not in a scene, you may spend 5 gold to discard this. So this is a forced effect. Every time I try to sneak, fight, climb, or run, I get a negative of success. What the hell, man? Okay. Alone Together Part 3, carrying that mysterious package. You have 1 step left to fulfill your end of the bargain. Yohausto instructed you to bring it aboard a ship, Wave Chaser at Arhen. You're so close to getting to your answers for your heart's yearn for. Okay, so I need to head to the docks. I could get help, which I definitely should get help.
Yeah, I'm going to be there for you.
But I might not do this. We'll see. We'll see. I do want to do your revolution, but if this is going to get me some abilities or items or something to help me out more, that would be great.
Also, this docks is where you can spend your 5 gold.
Oh, I see. I
see.
see.
Here.
So whatever that type is, which that a symbol on the back of the book here? It is. At a settlement.
Oh, a settlement. Okay.
At a settlement, I can get some help to get these damn chains off me.
They have the right tools.
Okay. And no one's there to help, so we're gonna end the scene. The next day, Monday.
Okay, things are gonna trigger off on Monday here. So let's see.
What do we got?
We got the balloon first.
So it just goes to the next number 5.
Okay, that goes there. And then this one, oh, is my inner fire. So I no longer have my +1.
And we discard it, which goes back to 61 in the library. Okay. That's it?
Yep. Alrighty.
So I'll just continue
Let's see where I
on.
am. Yeah, I think I'll stay where I am.
What are you going to do?
I will visit the library 19.
The monumental library is as impressive inside as it is on the outside. Several grand halls of the palace-like structure are filled with more books than you can shake a stick at. Rows upon rows of tall bookcases are stacked with modern and ancient knowledge and culture. Scholars and other patrons pursue the collection, but the library remains relatively quiet, a perfect place for some silent study. You also spot a sloth librarian helping folks find books and reprimanding anyone who makes undue noise or handles a book poorly. The calm atmosphere is disturbed only by a small group having a hushed but clearly heated discussion by one of the tables. You could try to hear what they're talking about and perhaps join in if necessary. If you eavesdrop, each hearing tag gives you 2 successes. Would you like to eavesdrop, which is an easy perception, or go read books?
I would like to eavesdrop, please. I don't have any hearing tags, but we'll just try for this. So I can roll 1 blue, 1 light blue.
Yeah. I'm like a stealthy character, Bob. Yeah, and I got a freaking ball and chain on my leg. This is all going perfectly.
Eyeballs. Oh, we did get 2, which is more than enough than we need. I think we don't re-roll anything. I think we just...
2?
2, yeah. Okay, perfect.
Listening closely, you determine that they're discussing Arhen's politics. While at it, you spot a book on the subject to leaf through while eavesdropping. After a bit, the discussion turns to the library itself. You've been through this, Polecat says. The library stays open to the public. Absurd, a scarlet macaw pipes up. Consider, for instance, that vagabond there. Could such an uncivilized brute ever appreciate or even comprehend the centuries' worth of culture and knowledge amassed here? You're sure he's talking about you. Time to assert yourself.
Uh-oh.
You talking about me, bud? You close the book and walk up to the group's table. There's the polecat, the macaw, and the tautara, who has kept quiet so far. All 3 are clearly wealthy, given their fancy clothing and general demeanor. So you heard us, the tautara states. Apologies, my companion didn't mean what he said. The macaw, on the other hand, squints his eyes at you, clearly meaning every word. Should you lecture him, or perhaps teach a lesson another way? So you can recall arguments from Arhen's history, which is easy, or steal the macaw's belongings, which is a hard thievery.
So if I recall, I get a +1 success and I can reroll, and I also get a +1 success. I will recall, because this is probably the best option I have. So I am looking at one of these, and these. And I'm looking for books. Oh my gosh, we got a ton of books. I think more than enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Even though it was easy, there was a 3+ option, which you got.
I got 6, yeah.
You dropped the proverbial book on the macaw, lecturing how universal access to the library is an important step in Arhen's ongoing democratic. No? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Democratic?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not, but okay. Development. As you recall, that aspiration is what makes the city what it is fought for, and also likely a source of its apparent wealth. The macaw listens to your scholarly outburst in astonishment, and when he speaks up again, it's not spiteful insults, but appreciation, and even a sliver of remorse. You certainly are no brute, he says. Being so well versed in the history of our great city, allow me to repay my mistake forthwith. Indeed, the Tutara says, handing you a letter he penned. It is good to be reminded of your manners on occasion. Consider us in your debt, stranger, and good travels. You gain 9 gold.
Yes.
Cha-ching, give 301 from the library to the adventure.
And 11 gold now. Good. I wanted money because I only had 2.
You got favor of the elite. You have won the trust of a person of high influence. Giving you this letter to the right folk at the right time can make things a lot easier for you. Make it count.
I already have one of these. Can I take 2 of the same one?
I don't see why not.
Okay. I got to find this person I got to give these letters to.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. You read the rules I read today.
Yeah,
I know, like, quests you can't have more than...
And traits and
yeah, like, I can't have afraid twice.
Yeah.
I would just get it and then advance the track by the
I
new
think we
card.
can. If we cannot, I'll remove the second one, but I think we can. Okay. I gotta figure out who I need to give these letters to.
I'm just doing an event.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the new one.
In the grasslands. Uh-oh.
Nice. Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's your turn.
It's my character. So this is one of the cards from the prototype. So we're going to see what happens. $3.95. You just always choose the first option. So when going from the top, like I said before. So I would normally be doing a grassland, but because it's my turn and I'm this character, we'll be doing this one, which is cool. Right, $3.95. Today it is as if the world is mocking you. Things are always getting between you. Crowds or wagons separate you, and each time you try to get closer, something sets you further apart. It reaches the ludicrous point where you almost can't see each other. A storm brews in the heavens below. With a boom of thunder, objects start raining from the sky. Umi's thousands of siblings, stiff and cold, shower the earth. Raining frogs? As Noko reaches for her, bars rupture from the earth, caging him. Umi is petrified and cries out, having to relive the worst night in her life. The Agama, likewise, is haunted by his own worst nightmare, or own worst night, sorry. When he hears his mother's voice framing him from a string of crimes he didn't commit. Framing him my mom framed me for crimes I didn't commit?
Wow.
What? If the adventurer discards any items, put them face down aside instead of returning them to the library. Do you have a serene tag? No. Magnetic, spying, cowardice, weary, chained, sailor, and toxic. Endure the wretched experience. Hard. Or recall happier times. Hard.
You can't choose the hard, right?
Unless
they're both hard.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
So let me see. Recall. Both suck. I guess I'll just try to endure the wretched experience. Rolling 1 yellow.
Oh, you got 2.
2. Oh, man. Sucks that I... Yeah, I'll just keep the 2, I guess. Oh, it's the same 0. Oh, did I get any books?
You did get a book?
I have to choose the book because it's the far left one. And I did get a book here.
Good.
I don't know. This freakish nightmarish scenario is too much for anyone to endure. The soul could never withstand such abnormal erosion from this surreal day. Maybe it's not too late to remember something that could bring an end to this awful experience. Recall happier times. I have to continue enduring because I'm afraid still. Use the result of the previous skill checks. This is why you don't clean up the dice. So I got 2. This is our first achievement we've ever got.
I was like, what is happening?
So the expansion came with more achievements, but in the base game there's a larger sheet of achievements. And you'll keep track of them on here and it lets you know when you get them. But there's this many achievements just that the expansion adds in. And the
plus the
base
original,
game, yeah. And the base game comes with this many achievements, and we've never gotten one because we haven't pushed it that far, right? But already I got our first achievement. And it is called Troubled Sleep.
Am I supposed to mark
something? It's in the base game.
Oh, okay.
Troubled Sleep. I don't know how you mark it or what you mark.
Use a sheet to keep track of achievements. You'll know when one is unlocked. Do I just put a check mark? Maybe I put your character name?
I don't know.
I'll just put your character name.
Sure.
In case that matters. I don't know.
I'm not sure in the rules it explains how to mark achievements off or not.
I don't remember. Umi.
Maybe it's on the back of the sheet? No.
No. Okay, I just put our name for now. I'll put a check mark.
That stinks. Okay.
Okay. That's
probably
cool.
in like some game found update how that works or something.
Please me that for later.
Might be in the rules. The new rules? I don't know.
Oh, Brian says I just put a dot in the space. Okay, so I just put the name. No, I don't know if it matters, but
Yeah, because I don't know if like each character can unlock this, you know. So it's like, do you want to track that far? I don't know. That's pretty cool. Give 54 from the library to the adventurer. Oh, that's another one of these bad things, I bet. I'm shocked.
Oh, no.
Stunned and weary. Why not? I need a timer in 3. I'm getting all the worst stuff. I'm having the greatest experience today, I'm telling you. So glad I'm playing this game. No, just delay your shock status by 1. So push it back 1 further.
Okay.
And return any items the adventurer discarded during the scene to them. Nope. And everyone return the drawn event to the library.
Oh, so you can't have it again.
Oh, well, for now. It could come back. But it's not going to be in the deck, which is interesting. I don't know how much of an achievement that was. I feel like I didn't achieve anything there, but...
I like the sound it made to tell us that.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
I'm glad I kept sound effects on this time. All right.
So now
new day, right?
Tuesday, yep. So we are going to first move the balloon. And then what's this one? Oh, this is my inner pieces gone.
So the balloon's at 5, so it's going to 6 down here.
I no longer have inner piece. I'm going to lose my friends tomorrow here. But so I'm saying where I am. Are you coming in?
Yeah, I'll just get in there. So we're done our movement. We'll just do whatever you're doing together.
Yeah.
We'll try a partner.
So let's try the partner, the...
Gimme.
Hold on. Which one? The revolution. We're doing this one. We're joining the revolution, the chicken revolution.
Okay, so Mel is the first player, so she's going to do this scene, but I'm at the location with her, and I'm going to choose to partner with her. So we can work together on it, which means we can share, like, I can help you with gold if you need it. You can also use my skills in your dice checks. And I think tags I have.
Yep. We can trade if there's also trading needed or...
Yeah, true. All right. So 303.
Okay. Let's see.
There is more unrest here than you could have ever imagined. Thousands of protesters surround the estate of the Blue Mills, the ruling family of Arhin, pressing tight against the outer gate. Folks are trying their best to climb over it and storm the property, but are sternly beating back with lethal force by the house guards. We will no longer let the indifferent rich rule our city. A voice rises above the other sounds. A rooster bursts from the crowd and waves them forward. We need a government in service to the commoners' interests and controlled by the common folk. The rowdy crowd chants his name. Jernan, or Jerin Jan. Jernan John. He waves his wing again. Forward, my brothers and sisters, we need to get in. Do you have a tired tag?
No. I'm actually upbeat.
So you can use any skill marks, any items, any companions, any adventure statuses, any gold, and any tags.
Are you tired? I don't know that I would want to be tired.
But I don't think you need to. I think it's optional.
Okay.
Oh, and in skill checks, the maximum number. So it's on the left side here. You can only begin scenes available to you. You can't begin scenes from other players' cards. Doing so will make you more likely to succeed, but the partner will also receive rewards if you do. You make all decisions during the scene, while your partner may at any point choose to give you access to any... Oh, I can choose to give you access.
Oh, yeah. I guess...
Any of the following possessions, you may use them... Oh, yeah, in case they get discarded after use and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You might be like, no. In skill checks, the maximum number of each advanced skill die is limited to 2, just like when resolving a scene without a partner. You may also trade gold and items with your partner anytime during the scene. Obviously, you can do that anytime you're at the same location also, so that makes sense.
All right, so I do not have the tire tag, so all good.
Bob Bell says, look at this way, Rob. You are showing your viewers the absolute worst a person can possibly do in the game. It's only up from here for other players.
But is he really doing the worst? Yeah, he has some things
I've literally failed like every skill check I've done.
But he's got more prestige than me.
That's true.
So
I think it's because I'm starting with a new character. No, I think it's a new character thing where they're trying to like a new player to the game. Let's give them some goodies, make them like feel like things are great and they're achieving stuff.
Yeah.
And get them hooked, you know?
Yep.
Okay, what's happening here?
I do not have so no to the answer. I do not have the tire tag.
Okay. Force your way in. Easy fight or observe from an opening. Easy perception.
So for force, I can roll up to 2 dice.
I have observe. You can re-roll up to 2 dice.
I think I want to force my way in.
All right.
Yeah, let's force our way in here. I can use your skills. So my skills, I do roll 1 orange, nothing on either side, but I can look at Rob's. He can give me a yellow and then 3 blacks. And then I can re-roll on a force. I can re-roll up to 2, and I'm looking for knives. All right, we got 1.
It is easy.
It is easy. I can re-roll up to 2 dice, so let's just re-roll these 2.
That makes sense.
And oh, look at this,
4.
everyone. We got 4.
I think you bumped the black, no? Oh, no, black had it, right?
Black had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Crushing it. Oh, look at this.
Wow, this was hidden. If any gunpowder items were used...
No, it's a blade weapon.
All weapons count as firearms instead.
Oh.
Or whatever. I don't...
So, wait.
Oh, look at this. Wait, what?
Oh, because if you use the gunpowder,
Oh,
they
man.
would count as guns instead of knives.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I have 4 knives.
So first, though, did you have 1 or more tents?
Oh, I do have a tent. 2 of them.
So we actually click the far left option first. That's true.
That is true.
Interesting. Is this bad or good?
I hope bad.
The estate's metal fencing isn't the strongest defensive position in the world, but the fence has held firm thus far. Instead of trying to smash your way into the Blue Mill estate through it, why don't you try to climb over the fence?
Climb the fence.
That's so weird. Or you could continue forcing it down, which will probably just check that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just letting you like.
Yeah, I want to continue with what I was doing because I think.
Because this would say like you got that result, so you have a chance to pass with the other easy check if you're worried that you didn't get one of these.
Yeah, that's true. That's
true. But you
true.
got one, so now you can say, no, I want to keep going because I'm
like
so
this is
good.
good.
So now what are we doing?
We got four
So I'm doing the last option.
Yeah.
You manage to find your way through the crowd and are close enough to touch the front gate. With an incredible blow, you smash it in. The house guards behind it are sent flying as the door swings inwards. You and 1,000 others flow into the estate's grounds. Sharon and John is right on your tail, running with you. We got through. Go, go, go for equality. In feverish desperation, the guards fight to hold off the citizens back. To hold all of the citizens back, but there is no winning. Continue. The guards fall back to the mansion's front doors. The whole of the protest moves into the perimeter, trying to get in through the front or side doors. At the other end of the property, the house militias from another of Aaron's ruling families storm the palace's rear. They wear the gray emblem of the Castermag family, older than Blue Mills and wishing to implement new policies. You could help citizens take control, or you could give a different house a chance at leading. I mean, aren't all the politicians just corrupt anyway? It's like one rich family or the other. Like, they're all in it to keep everyone rich. So, like,
I think we keep
vote for the little guy
with the one we're on. So let's keep fighting for the citizens. Yeah.
For the people.
Yeah.
The citizens of Arhin have grown tired of its effective oligarchy. Am I saying that one right?
Sure. I don't know that word.
I've heard the word. I just don't know if that's right. Anyways, Blue Mills, Castermags, it doesn't matter. No more ruling families of any kind. Do you have a populous tag? Yeah, where's your... No, elite doesn't help? Nope. Mm-hmm. Elite might help if you were trying to help the other family, maybe.
You're right. No.
But whatever.
No, I don't.
No populous?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So you could intimidate the inner guards, which is hard, unlock the side door, which is also hard, or pay the guards to go home. 6 monies.
I don't want to spend my money on it.
Oligarchy is ruled by wealthy elites. That makes sense. That's what I thought it was, but I just didn't know if I was pronouncing it right.
Unlock?
Sounds right, though. Oligarchy?
The word just seems weird.
Oligarchy? Olive Garden? I think is how you say it. Anyways, keep going.
Can I use your unlock tag?
Sure.
Maybe I'll do unlock. Your dice are amazing.
It lets you roll a d12. On a 5 to 12, you get 2 successes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna unlock the side door.
Yeah.
So I will get your 2 pink dice.
I pronounced it correctly. Thank you, Brian. Brian's such a teacher. I love it.
I get an orange for myself and a blue for myself, and then 1. So this is actually not the worst. And we're looking for hands.
sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers. We only got one sticky
Give me
fingers.
3. I would roll all that again.
Yeah.
And then from there you could do like the D12 to get 2 successes.
Worse.
Oh.
We got
You
worse.
shouldn't listen to me at all. Obviously, today I've shown you my rolling is not working.
5 to 12, we get 2. 4. Oh man, oh man, oh man, what happened? What
I
happened?
shouldn't. It's because I'm
falling
here. My
apart.
bad luck has come and help you.
Hold on.
No
Oh,
go
that's not
Umi.
helpful.
Worst luck ever.
Oh no. Okay, we got 0. Things are going badly. I thought we were doing so well. Oh my god.
You and other rebels flank around the side door of the mansion. Its lock doesn't give. You fiddle with it till Castermag forces surround you and the protesters at the side, arresting all of you. A new officer explains that you will be all jailed after the fighting.
Oh, and you're with me too, so you get one too.
But I already have one.
You have a 52 already?
Yep, ball and chain.
Oh, Serenity now.
I shouldn't have came here. I brought my bad luck. Oh my god, this is horrible.
Oh man, we're ball and chain together. Oh man, oh man. Oh, it's not over.
The Blue Mill Mansion is captured. Castermag House officers force the Blue Mill heads to sign the resignation and instate the Castermags as Arhen's new rulers. The protesters are firmly but not violently dispersed from the property. Cries race through the city, informing folks of the new changes and restrictions that will be put into effect soon. You earn 1 prestige.
Yay! 2 I'm at.
The partner earns 1 prestige.
Oh, you're at 4.
Return
gotta-
location card 9 to the library.
Oh, sorry, I have to do this too. Return
Oh, sorry.
Rebel
I
Uprising,
skipped-
that
I
one. To
skipped
the library.
something.
No race.
142 returned.
And then that was me. And then return this location. Oh no.
Yeah, we're changing.
We're changing
a
the
rule.
location.
Yeah, so it'll be new numbers. So we have to work with the new government now. Okay.
Return location card 9 to the library. Take 237 from the library.
Sorry, 1 sec. Let me
Oh,
put
yeah.
74 away. Takes a minute.
No worries.
Okay, now it's
237 from the library and
237.
place it on the game board. And then you're gonna.
So it just brings like, oh wait, we're in winter, so a new market, a new library, and occupied docks.
Okay, and then take 304 from the library and place it to the back of the quest slot. Oh, so we unlocked another quest that we can get.
Yeah, to maybe try to.
But that one is just going to go to the back of the
Yeah.
quest. So, okay, that didn't go as planned.
So that basically is if we need new quests for here, we will draw at the front of this is all these quests, and new ones keep getting added to the back. So you'd have to like work your way through these to get to what that change did, which shows you the progression of time of playing this game. You might not get through these in many play sessions, which is kind of cool to show like after they've been ruling that village or that place for a long time, then you'll come across some new situation to deal with, which is very clever.
Although their family's now taken over.
Brian said in the chat, the couple that balls and chains together stays together. Literally. You can't separate because you're
Yeah,
ball
we're,
and
we're
chain
tethered together.
together.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're together forever. I'm sorry about
Yep. I love playing board games on a Saturday stream with my ball and chain.
that. Oh my god.
Matthew's enjoying Brian's comments.
Because then Brian says, wait, that sounded dirty. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh gosh, that's funny. Your turn. Maybe you'll do better than me.
I guess I'll just progress this. You want to partner up?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head to the docks. 389. Covertly, you move through the crowded dock of Arhen. Going along the waterfront, you read the name of each boat you pass until you find a narrow trade schooner named Wave Chaser. At the top of its gangplank, a pair of dock inspectors stand there, blocking your path, a red kite and a red kangaroo. The kangaroo practices her boxing. Come on, this is taking forever. The ship is supposed to leave soon. The red kite studies a manifest. All things done right must be done slowly. Nothing has ever been easy in either of your lives, so of course you'd run into such an annoying obstacle while time is running out. Do you try to get on board or wait for the inspection party to move on?
I have a
Fight.
fight. Oh, but our fight gives us -1, right? Because of ball and chain.
Oh, hold on.
What?
I would spend 5 gold to discard first. Yeah. I forgot. We can do this at this location, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going down to
Oh, I can do that now too then, because it just says when you're not in a scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll spend 5.
I would have done this before. I meant to do this when I arrived there. But yeah,
Let's
sorry.
not.
Yeah, let's get rid of our balls and chains. Key. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have tons of money, so I would do it anyway. You just reminded me that I have that to get rid of.
Okay, so now we don't no longer have that, but I do have on a fight. We can reroll, or you can reroll up to 2.
All right, let's fight.
Okay.
So,
If you're using mine, I give you a 1 orange die.
that's it.
Sorry.
It's all good.
It's better than nothing. Get a yellow in there?
Oh, I guess, yeah, yellow would make sense.
Yeah.
That's adjacent to the fight.
3.
3, okay.
You can reroll up to 2 if you want, though.
Sure.
Oh,
It's
didn't.
funny, the die that it's supposed to be on, like, just doesn't hit for me, and never. I don't know why. Like, the most common.
3.
3. Racing up the ramp, you attack the red kite first. She folds and topples off the gangway and into the harbor waters. The red kangaroo proves a sounder foe, dodging your attacks and landing a few hurtful counterblows of her own. The tide turns when the Umi jumps up onto her face and distracts her, and you knock the flat-footed inspector into the drink below. Your tiny friend gets back to her favorite spot, your shoulder, and you make it up the ship's gangplank. Aboard, you go down to the cargo room and set the package on a random container. The rest of the ship's crates look different, and the packages feel obviously out of place. What if any of the crew or the guards that may show up could find the package? If they remove it, the whole mission will be botched. To ensure the box makes it across the voyage, you need to do something. Maybe either disguise it or hide it somewhere random, like the crow's nest. I'm going to try to camouflage the package. I can do 2 of these. And
Take a dark blue and an orange for me.
dark blue and an orange. Wait, I already have. I got 4. I'll go with it.
Nice.
Plucking up tarps and boards, you make a crate for the package that looks more like the other items in the cargo hold. To sweeten your efforts even more, you take a shipping label off a different package in the hold and attach it to the crate you've whipped up. To finish the deception, you hide it deep among the parcels in the cargo hold. No one will be the wiser. Between fortune and your skill, you and Umi move through the ship and get back to the dock. You almost jump into Umi's arms when Yohasto sinks out of an alleyway that you pass. The walrus is borne upon a wheeled barrel and pushes himself over to you with his flippers. A smile forms around his tusks as you tell him what you did with the box. A clever pair. With his flipper, he clumsily passes you gold for making me laugh, which he didn't. What info do you need? Talking over one another, you want to know the identity of whoever ratted you and your old criminal gang out, and Umi wants to know if there are any survivors of her tribe, the Zozek. He nods. When I find out, I'll have it delivered to you. For now, would you like another job? A legal one? His flipper offers you a folded paper. You gain 4 gold.
Oh, I gained 4 gold as well. Nice.
Yay.
Thank you. Oops.
I like this guy. He pays well. Back up to 11. I'm going to accept the offer. Umi leaps down, takes the note, and leaps back up to your shoulder. The broker thanks you for taking the job and skates away on his belly broad. or belly board. Okay, skates on a belly board. This has been a hectic quest, but not bad. It was exciting, dare you admit to yourself. You and Umi are warming up to Galzyr and the antics of its everyday life. The walrus is going to need time to get your answers, so why not keep adventuring around the region? You earn 2 prestige. Boop, boop. Return alone together, 452. To the library.
Give a random 49 from the library to the adventure, if unavailable.
I'll take a random 49. Heist Unseen. Part 1. As I have feared, the followers of Tam have infiltrated Yezdin City Council and plan on claiming the gold mines as theirs. I need evidence to support my suspicions if we want Yezdin to retain its ownership. From what I know, the followers hold regular gatherings somewhere in the mines. Okay. So 1 space west of Yezdin, I guess where that mine is, and we can visit it. Okay, so I got my first non-personal quest.
I also gained 2 prestige from
yay!
joining you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And then take 437 from the library and shuffle it into the event deck. Oh, okay.
This is personal to me. So it's one of these that shows my character on it. So, but it affects whoever finds this one, and it is from the expansion.
That is neat.
End of scene. So now that's Wednesday.
Yep. All right, we got some things happening. Okay, we're gonna move the balloon.
It will just go. So stay here actually, as it goes to 7.
Bunny, is something on your side?
I'm not afraid anymore.
And then this. Oh, and I no longer have a friend.
$289.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Alrighty. So there was a
Oh, I forgot this, or I just got this. I don't know. I might have forgotten it. In skill checks, you cannot use your skill marks matching the check. I don't know if I did that or not, but I probably was
I don't know,
cheating.
'cause I think you used some of mine, so I don't know. But we'll just.
I probably did for the thievery one that just happened, maybe.
It's okay.
I cheated. Here, make me keep it for an extra day.
Then that means you have a next scenario.
Oh yeah. If that's the end, then yeah, we
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
push it past that. Okay, never mind.
So do you want this quest? Because you don't have any other like side quests happening, right? Because we can take that while we're here.
Sure.
Yeah, you take that one.
So this is the someone wants some
someone wants
company on a vacation.
Yeah.
There's a famous theater in Hazembe I desire to visit. Let's go. When picked up, take 280 from the library. I'm gonna have a friend come with me. It's Karimia, the Gila monster, who's toxic and a nibbler.
Oh, Nibbler, we saw that. Okay, okay.
Her success in trade stems from the ability to make friends. His biting affection is as cute as it is painful. So in these type of skill checks, you get a free success. So we're going to put this 1 day from now, and then when we hit it, we'll delay 3 and then roll the D12, and then I would get a different card.
Okay, so put that on tomorrow. Here you go. And then do you want to grab another quest from our... Oh, sorry, you're still doing this.
If you leave the spaces below, or they are abandoned, is not with you, abandon them.
Oh, so you need to go on that path.
So yeah, but like, how many days do we have left?
2.
Yeah, so I'm not really getting this done because that's 2 days or 1 day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like 4 days of traveling.
Yeah.
So it's not happening in today's session. So I wouldn't worry about this, but that's cool. Just to show like there's like longer quests that can take multiple sessions for sure.
And then will you grab another quest and we'll put that.
Oh yeah. So from the front I grab, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
That goes there, and in Yezdin.
Okay. Yezden is kind of where I'm thinking about going next. I don't know if I can even get
Only
there
2 days
today,
left,
but-
so you're not getting all the way there unless you hop on some mount or balloon or something.
Yeah. Alrighty, where am I going? Where am I going? I think we can go.
Good luck,
1,
Matthew.
2, 1.
Have a great
2,
day.
Yeah.
Enjoy your evening.
Closest mountain. We don't know what that one is. All right, I'm just gonna move towards Rhinestrom, I think. 1, 2. Unless are you going back this way? I'll just stick with you.
I don't know. I'm not sure what to do, to be honest.
Oh, I could stay here
I'll
and
maybe
do
head
this.
towards the traveling fair because that sounds fun. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move right now. 1, 2. I don't know if I'll get
Okay,
there.
I'll be one behind you. I'll do this, and then unless you want to stay with me to do
You
this.
do whatever. There's
Okay.
2 days left, so.
Yeah, so I'll just do this as part 2. Okay.
Okay, what
I'll
do you
stay where I am. I'm going to visit the tavern, which is 298. This is my bag of troubles.
Oops. Hidden buttons all over the place here. Entering Sinking Sorrow, the infamous tavern at the Arhan Docks. You're welcomed by the Honey Badger barkeeper. Telling her you're here in hopes of purchasing some valuables, she gestures to a herring gull drinking a cocktail. You ask the gull about the owls. Oh, those? They're some of my favorite business partners. Always bringing me interesting items to sell. Speaking of which, it seems you'd be interested in taking part in the evening's auction. You can call me Mifodi. He finishes his drink and escorts you downstairs. At the basement, a few dozen folk sit orderly as the gull waddles to the front podium and starts auctioning a painting. You sit to wait until hopefully the bag you're after gets auctioned. Do you have a royal tag?
No, I have elite.
Would you like to observe the auctions or steal gold from the attendees?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
I will observe the auction.
Okay.
So let's go. This is this. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Observe. Do I have any observe? No. I'm looking for eyeballs. We have no eyeballs, so let's try again. We got 2.
Everything begins as one would expect in an auction house. The gull auctions items to those interested. An hour into the auctions, you spot a lemur dropping her tail ring. You pick it up and hand it to her. Oh my, I don't know what I would have done without it. She thanks you on behalf of the entire Walrati family with a few coins. You gain 3 gold.
All right.
Many auctions later, including more paintings, exotic weapons, expensive jewelry, and even more paintings, Mifodi displays a bag matching the one you're after. Gentlefolk, while this may look like a regular dirty sack, I guarantee the contents are what makes this worthy of your bid. Minimum bid, interval 2 gold. Overall, the crowd seems uninspired by the bag. Only an Emperor Tamarin. Old scrolls claim that the spiritual Emperor Tamarins lived in heavenly palaces and mastered both spirits and elements. Okay. A few seat rows in front of you seems interested, but even she isn't bidding anything. Note that the bidding options do not have a gold cost. So you're just going to bid. You might not spend it.
I'll bid 8.
Whoa. With great confidence, you offer a monumental 8 gold for the bag. The crowd gasps, as does the gull before he reclaims his posture. We have a great opening bid here, gentlefolk. The bag is clearly more valuable than you give it credit for. Any more bids? Anyone? The room is silent. No one is interested in upping your bid. Going once, going twice, sold to the eager bidder at the back. Now, if you'd kindly come here and claim your winnings.
Hopefully it's not bad.
Claim your bid. Costs 8 or decline to claim the bag.
No, I'll take it for 8. Hopefully it's good.
You pay your bid to the ecstatic herring gull. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure doing business with you. And you know what? Mifodi rummages through the items left for sale. Here, something to sweeten the deal. Apparently, there's a whole pile of junk that no one has bid on, and which the sellers don't want back either. Well, a freebie is a freebie. As you leave with the bag and plan to ship it to Bukamal, you spot 2 owls discussing with the auctioneer. They're definitely the ones who stole the bag in the first place. Now, getting their share of the bidding price. As bad as it feels, you don't think it's worth it to make a scene here. You got what you were after. You earned 2 prestige.
Yeah.
Return bag of troubles 107. Okay, 107. Give 39. Assuming this is the bag. Nope, you got a boomerang.
Oh, I have to discard here.
According to the Platypus fable, the boomerang was first envisioned by the inventor Mokira. She kept coming back to the idea of a returning weapon after missing the target too many times. Okay.
All right, so I can only hold 3, so I have to get rid of something. Bitch,
Oh, that's a random thing you got. I get it. The bag is like part of a story item.
Get 1 reroll for fight and force.
Okay, the partner earns 2 prestige.
Oh, you weren't with me on that one.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
Tried. Okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I
We
can
weren't
decide that
together. You're right. So 100 is going back. And then I put a new quest at the back of the quest deck. I know, Brian. That was funny, right? Kept coming back to the idea. I thought that was clever. Funny. All right. That was you?
Yep. Now you?
Yeah, event. On a grassland, but let's see what happens here. Is it
It is.
Wednesday?
It is
Oh,
Wednesday.
wow. So it's a Wednesday, so we're doing 120. How could you like such a boring game? A leopard cries out nearby, throwing her paws into the air. Who could find a game about peeling apples to be enjoyable? She is addressing a spiny mouse who is passing gold to a cart-pushing Akbesh merchant. It's nice, simple, and easy to teach. He offers after purchasing the game. The leopard buys a different game from the tender and proudly presents it to her friend. Now this is the game, the ultimate tactical battle, with nicely decorated cards and tons of carved pieces. The two devolve into an argument about preferences, but stop when they catch you staring at them. Wanting a third option, they ask you which kind of games you like. You want to play a game? Do I have the game tag? I don't see such things. Say you prefer a tactical card game. Say you prefer a game about peeling apples. Decline a comment. Hey, I prefer tactical card games. 1000%. The leopard throws her head back and laughs. See? The better game experience is the more interesting one. The mouse wrinkles his nose and coughs. Well, she's Gira, and I'm Fink. Want to play some games with us? Before you manage to reply, the duo sets up one of the games they have purchased. Fink reads over the rulebook and informs you how to play. Gira sets up pieces and asks you to choose which one to play. Outwit them at the game. Cheat at the game. Decline and look at the shop's wares, or just excuse yourself and leave. I am going to try to cheat at the game.
Of course you are.
Why not? Let's see. Cheating is not a verb, I see. Damn it. Oh, I got 5.
Wow, he's a good cheater.
I got 5. You all thought by watching this channel Mel was the best cheater at games? I am truly the best cheater. You rascal! With both your opponents equally ignorant, your underhanded tactics, you defeat them. There was not once where they spotted you drawing too many cards or moving pieces when you shouldn't have. Gira looks over the board, unsure how she was so soundly defeated. We have never met such a vicious player. Hell yeah. We no longer deserve this, Fink announces, giving you an item, explaining that they usually give it to the winner of their games. After thanking the two for the game, they start their second game and leave. You earn 1 prestige. Okay. Give 21 to the adventurer. A blindfold. Lucky, comforting. A famous philosopher once said, that sight is what keeps us from truly seeing. However, many gloss over the fact she was a bat. She was a bat. Funny. Intimidate, recall, okay. Got my third item. Return the drawn event 80 to the library. Okay.
And you're going to take 253.
253.
I'm going to shuffle it in here.
Another event card, shuffle in the deck. Thursday. What do we have
We got
on
the
Thursday?
balloon, definitely.
So Bunny is delay and roll
Oh, yeah.
the D12. So Bunny's going to move one over. 7. Oh, didn't get anything. Oh, I see. So it's like just a chance something could happen. But I rolled a 7, of course. 1 out of the result. I also forgot to get the bonus in the skill
So
check.
you discard that, right?
Oh, I cheated again. Because of my shocked. I cheated again. Ah, I cheated.
It's okay. It's okay.
I keep forgetting I have shocked. I don't know. I just keep
It's okay.
forgetting that. Yeah, I
But I
feel
think
bad.
that one's discarded, right? Or is that?
No,
Oh,
it's just
said that?
delay 3 and then roll. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think it goes away.
So then
Oh, it is. I did leave, right? Yeah, I don't even have this guy. He's gone.
Oh, so you don't even have that one. Okay.
Return to library and then place this on the notice board. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Man,
And
I'm not even doing this right. I'm all messed up here. I'm having too much fun
The balloon's going to move.
playing
here.
wrong. You get the point of the game, though, right? Pay more attention to the cards in front of you in your game, not like I'm doing. I only keep looking up here. I keep forgetting in front of me here.
This is our last day.
I also forgot to use tag team when I was partnering with you.
You mean discard?
Oh, but it's when I begin a partnering scene.
Oh, yeah.
I kept thinking I could use it on yours, but it's only on my own.
I should probably.
But I
oh,
probably
that's
still
fine
should have
now.
used this at some point, and I totally forgot. I keep forgetting my cards. It's okay. All
I
right.
can discard this to get +1, but I don't want to. All right, so I guess we can move. I'll move to the space you're in. I don't know if you're going to move as well.
Yeah, I'm going to the fair, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what are you
So
doing?
I'm first. I'm going to pick one of those, and I'm in the grasslands, and it's Thursday.
Not Tuesday, not a settlement, grassland. 67. I'll hand this to you.
Mm-hmm.
The stillness of the day is shattered by 2 gunshots. A large crowd is drawn around a handsome carriage and 20 mounts, all of which carry the imposing emblem of Gemsed. Stepping out of the carriage is a handsomely dressed polecat, Zano, the crown prince of Gemsed, ringed by bodyguards who keep the crowd at bay. You hear the crowd murmur about how an assassination attempt was just thwarted. The prince scans the crowd, and when his eyes fall on you, he waves you over with a paw. His entourage of guards part and allow you to go to Zano's side. You look like you'd be up for a challenge. Keeping his voice low, he asks you if you would help him ditch his guards and catch the assassins. If you sneak, each explorer tag gives you 1 success. Would you like to sneak away with Zano, or convince the crowd to help Zano, or decline the offer?
I do have an explore, and I have a sneak. I'm going to sneak. Okay, so dice, I will get an orange and a blue and 3 black.
Oh, I'm big cheater, Mick Cheaterson today, for sure.
Okay, I have some things that we can do, but we'll roll this first and we'll see what we got. We're looking for the sticky fingers. We only got 1. Reroll up to 1 die and convert 2 to each. No. Okay, let's reroll. Each explore tag gives you, which I have 1, so that's 2 successes only right now. I can reroll. Okay, let's just reroll 1. I'll just reroll this blue one. No, so I have 2.
In the distance, the scream is heard. With guards on edge, they rush to inspect it. Now is your chance. With me or not? Zano asks. You agree to help the prince and slip off into the crowd. As the bodyguards wise up to what you're doing, they plow through the crowd to reach you. They nearly catch you, but use the terrain to your advantage to give them the slip. Once safely away, you ask the prince where you should start looking for the would-be assassins. I heard that the shooters who tried to kill me were members of the Violet Arm mercenaries dressed in plain clothing. They operate out of a camp set up at Tishun. So we will look there for answers. Give 116 and 292. 116.
Noble
292.
cause. Okay. Oh, this is going to be Xanu. Because if Xanu's not with you, abandon.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so I have to do this while he's with me.
Xano, the step polecat, fancy and royal.
In
That's
knowledgeable
cool.
text, I get +1. Okay.
There you go.
And then I think that one gets
And we return that to library.
So
268.
Xanu is going to come help me for 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I am going to try food, games, all kinds of entertaining activities to spend a fun afternoon and challenge your skills. Visit the fair, 349. Your senses are overwhelmed by exciting chattering, delicious smells, and a huge set of colorful tents and animal folk. There's even an elephant giving rides to children and trumpeting loudly the cheers of the crowd. Come one, come all, to the traveling fair of awe and joy. An eager Fjordland penguin waves to passers-by at the entrance of the fair. I'm your host, C. Welcome to the greatest entertainment in all of Galzyr. We have jugglers, acrobats, music, and more. Does the adventure have at least 1 gold? I have 11. Yes. Now, she's got your attention. C starts her spiel. Look here, we've got all kinds of exciting games. Prove your skills or test your luck. If you have enough gold on you for a ticket, you can trade in one of your possessions at our handy booth right here. Play the ball throwing game. Costs 1 gold, it's easy. Explore the maze is 1 gold instead of an unknown amount of successes. Cash in one of your items or just stroll around the fair. I'm going to explore the maze. And I'm going to spend 1 gold. Going down to 10. Oh yeah, I also can't roll that skill. So I'm literally just going to roll all black dice and pay attention to my shocked, stunned, and weary thing. In skill checks, you cannot use your skill marks matching the check. Oh yeah, and I don't have any neighboring.
You have Explorer tag?
I probably should have done the other one, actually.
You still can.
Yeah, let me do the other one because I don't have that tag either. But I have the neighboring ones, so I can do that one. So, nope. So this is for eyeballs. I got 2. Let's go with 2. Hello there. Here to test your skills? A polar bear with the name tag Balvin greets you at the ball throwing booth. While he turns around to get your 3 balls, you lean over the counter, try to study the bottles, and get a better idea of how you can hit them. Bang! Your first shot hits the backboard but no bottles. Whoosh! Your second shot flies past the bottles entirely. You take a deep breath before giving it your last shot. Ping, ping, ping! You're a winner, says Balvin, clapping at your direct hit. As you've succeeded in knocking over a few bottles, you reclaim your prize from the polar bear. Give 28. Plush toy parrot.
Oh, that's funny.
Hug him and let your worries disappear and mind wander for a moment of serenity. Or you can use them as a distracting gift if your heart can take it. So you can use this to like sneak and convince. Oh my.
That's funny. He's comforting.
That's so cool. All right. I will keep him. And... I'm going to get rid of my periscope. So now to Friday, which will trigger some stuff and do it in order of tokens.
Yep. So the balloon will move.
It is on 8, so it goes to 9.
This one is...
Oh, I'm not shocked anymore, even though I only applied it once. My playthrough should have been way worse than it was. Way worse. Maybe not. Maybe I got lucky on those rolls of different dice. Who knows? But they would have been harder. It's not like I rolled good anyway. Most of the time. But I did on 1 for sure cheat hard. And then the one that wraps it all up and helps us save the game. Harmony. Reaching your true potential by ignoring needless distractions. So we're going to go to 200. After all the excitement, challenges, and adventures, it's time to unwind for a moment and reflect on your travels. How many adventures were in the game? 2. How many of you have an isolated tag? 0, right?
Yes, I don't.
Sure, if we got like thrown in jail or something, that's we get isolated. You two adventurers decide to punctuate your recent escapade properly and head to an inn to celebrate and trade tales of your personal epics. A nearby inn should suffice for the night of revelry. You find one whose lights are on. It's rumbling with the sounds of laughter and music. Throwing open the door, you enter inside. The festivities lull for a second as everyone impulsively casts their gaze at the door. If you agree, you can collectively pay to choose to throw a party. You may also trade gold and items during the scene. You can throw a party or celebrate alone.
I only have 5 gold. How much do you have?
I have 10, but I'm not spending 10.
Okay. No, I know. So do you want to celebrate alone or do you want to spend?
No, let's celebrate alone.
Okay.
How much prestige did you get in total?
13.
13? 6 plus 7? So, like, I mean, we could have done way better.
Wow, 22.
Yeah, we stink at the game, just FYI. Because I want to show you guys, on the other side of the prestige tokens, there is a 10 plus, so you can go track again through the track. So there's probably people out there getting like, 18 prestige in a playthrough or so.
I think you can definitely do that working together, right? And getting
maybe.
the partnering up, because then you both are getting.
But who knows? And if you roll good.
Yeah.
And have the right items in the right times.
Yeah.
And make the right educated choices. Entering in. A few folks keep their stares fixed on you while you seat yourselves in order. You can overhear onlookers whisper at each other about the few things they have heard about you a lot. A few small groups of folks orbit around you and list off a trail of secondhand accounts that at least mention each of you once. Among the adventurers, you share a smug feeling that you are now certifiably above the common folk, reaching some minor fame. It may not be much now, but it means you're all on the right track to becoming ageless legends. So maybe being an ageless legend is when you like fully win the game, when you like come in with so much prestige, you just like God mode. I don't know. But anyways, end of game. All right, remove all timer tokens from the calendar and from cards without resolving their timed effects. Okay, and then resolve all save effects on adventure boards and cards in play. We'll do this right now on stream, why not? Show you guys how it all kind of saves, where we started with it, some of it set up. Okay, so save effects on adventure boards. This says take a 000 from the library. But the funny thing is I already have it. So I don't know if with the expansion you're supposed to then pick one at this point, but I'll keep the same one.
I think when you set up you would pick one, but
no, it's right now when you would pick it. So it's locked away. So when you're ready to play next time, you just pull out the cards, set them up, and go.
I thought it said in the setup if you have 2 001s, you select it.
Oh.
In the setup part.
Oh, okay. You might be right.
No, I could be wrong though, definitely.
I don't remember. Oh, right here. During setup, if you have multiple 00 cards. Oh, so we get them now and then you choose.
Yeah.
So, okay, it is still the same. Like kind of what I thought. Almost.
But you have to remember that you can only have one.
But there are none.
Okay.
Because we would have to unlock them to add them there as part of the expansion.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't. Yeah. Anyways.
Like
adventure boards, items, okay. I don't have any.
No.
No.
So then I just can do this.
So all this right here.
These ones we'll have to do.
Oh yeah, and this was in play from the start of the game. So this traveling fair will be discarded. So it could come out again. So that'll go in here, 182. These will go. So there's a nice little save slot for each character. So you could like play some sessions as one character. Even if you're playing solo, you could just like, I'm going to play as this character today. And then the next time you play as another character and just keep like progressing them separately. But mine's the new character. So it's going to go behind Noko and Umi's divider. Yours are going behind Karadai.
Karadai, yep.
Okay. And then your boards, they just go in the box the way they are, saving your stats and your gold. You put them in carefully so you don't hit the dial.
This one is discarded.
Oh yeah. Yep. 174. Okay.
And then we have all these that we have to trigger.
So
the order, sorry. Oh, these are the
all the locations, global statuses will go together in the global spot, but it just shows you, do you want to play another game right away? And it would tell you how to like get it ready like right now to like make it. It probably tells you like skip some of this, but we're gonna say no. Oh, then we do the save slot. So all I was saying was the resolve save effects.
Oh, I see.
Which we skipped ahead a bit.
Oh, I
obviously.
think this one has like the save because you have to pull it the next month.
Yes.
Okay.
So we got to resolve. We should have resolved all those already in that previous step.
I see.
So replace this from 12 from the library. Okay. So that's this one.
Should bring us to December.
Yep. And now December is going to be in there for next setup. Okay. Oops, this goes back in here. What's this one? Rebuilding Chavar. If library has no $2.99 available, it does.
Okay. So then we leave it, I think. Yeah. Replace like.
Oh yeah, because
so
then
then we
during
would leave it,
setup
yeah.
we'll take a random $2.99. We keep doing that.
Until there's none.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this one, if this card was in play from the start of the game, it was. We're going to discard it. So All of Mine's Business is no longer around, which is probably the
And then this one.
274. Okay.
And that goes in the vault.
Oh.
We never did that.
Ending Society. Yeah. Oh no, we didn't help them. Oh no.
We were on the
Vault is at the very
south.
back, I believe. Nope. Oh, right here, right here. I got the vault. And this should go in like numerical order, I think. If I remember correctly, but it's at the back. Okay. And then that was this one. We'll go save this one, this one, this one, or global save slot stuff. These I know are global save slot. All the locations are global save slot.
Oh, here's one more. Sorry.
Okay, so that'll go in the whoop. Oh, okay. And then the very back. Wait, you guys can't even see anyway. Yeah, I'm just putting in the very back here in the global save slot, which is a little earth there. Okay. Pack all components in the game box. Make sure not to adjust the gold dials and your skill marks on your character.
Sorry, those are.
Oh, these go in global save slot. Boom. And there it is. Then we put the rest in the box with this thing, and you're good to go. And then on setup, you just undo basically the characters you're playing with. Global save slot sets it all up. Goes through the starting in the app or the book. And it's really cool, really clever, quick setup, quick system to keep it evolving. Like you saw those quests we started with, we barely progressed some of them, and some of them you want to progress more, and some you may want to progress after you maybe find certain items or get certain things done. You might go attempt them, or maybe when your partner's with you, or maybe next time if another character's in play, I'd rather go to that place with them because they have good skills and try to achieve whatever big quest I'm working on. Or pick up something new from the quest board, and that keeps evolving, and new events keep changing the game, and the cities things keep happening. It's really cool how you want to like progress it, push it, change it. It's just ever evolving, which is cool. So I want to keep the play short today, but like it's not that long generally. Like we obviously have fun, we play kind of slow, whatever, but that's just one session. And you can easily just, like it shows you in the app there, you could just say, like, have it all on the table and be like, just do the saving stuff on certain cards and the timer things, and then just continue playing or leave it on the table and just keep going forward. It's like not a big deal. But I just love this clever little card system, similar to like Seventh Continent and like, I feel like Earthborn Rangers has a little bit of that going on and that kind of thing. It's like kind of like so that sandboxy kind of world for you to discover. And if you like the environment, you like the characters, you like the story, you know, you like that idea of playing with different characters or different skills and doing skill checks and stuff. It's like just like a sandbox video game. It's like playing those open world ones where you just like kind of do whatever the hell you want, or you can push a quest line if you want, or you just go explore wherever. And again, you can play it solo or cooperatively and kind of not take it so serious. Or you can play it competitively where you're aggressively trying to have the most prestige over everyone else at the table at the end of every session. So that's the way that kind of works. So any questions? Any questions? Hopefully that shows you what this game is all about and kind of how it works. I don't want to spoil too much. That's why I try not to stream this game too much. That's why when we play it the first time, like this is the game I could literally play for like I could stream it for so long, like some of the campaign playthroughs we play on the channel and stuff. But it's like part of the fun of this game is just exploring it on your own, like, and seeing how it works out for you. So it's like, yeah, it's like I don't want to spoil a whole bunch of the game and then people don't want to get it. But it's like, you know, at this point it's been out for a couple of years, so I don't know. But there's an expansion on GameFound right now, expansion coming out. You can find links to all that stuff down below. Thanks again to Snowdale Design for providing us this prototype copy to us and the base game to us to play with. And yeah. Oh, Brian says I've never received more than 14 prestige in one session.
Oh.
Okay.
Solo or two-handed, or how are you playing it, Brian? What did we do? Well, we just got 13 there, yeah.
Jimmy says this game is really tempting me. It's been on my watch list for a long time.
Oh, nice.
It is a quality game for sure. It's a quality game for sure. I'm not saying you need it. It's that's all on you to make that decision. But the game itself is a very high quality, component-wise, art, graphic design, story-wise. The app is rock solid. Obviously, what we're playing today is prototype form, so they're still working on the writing and translations and things. So it's like still in progress. And the version we're playing with is probably like hasn't been touched for a little bit. And of course, it's on GameFound, so they're going to work on it and finalize it and proof it and playtest it and get all the art done and eventually release the expansion later. But if you're looking at getting in on the base game itself, it's regarded very highly. It's like from what I've seen, people who play it love it. And I've never heard anyone say anything really bad about it, to be honest. But maybe you can find some reviews on BGG or something that, you know, complain. But to see anything negative. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. If it was like a longer play session or the downtime's the only thing, but it moves quickly. If you like are comfortable with the game, you know what you're doing, you quickly can grab your dice, make some decisions. But obviously, if you build up a tableau of more cards, it might take a little longer to kind of look through your abilities, get reminders of what, especially if I haven't played in a while like we did today. I kept forgetting my cards. If I was playing with a continued character I haven't played in a few months, I might forget what's in my possession. So it might take a little longer to read my cards, make sure I check my tags every time. But it flows. The story is not too long of reading. So between turns, that's the only thing with this game is like, you have to sit there unless you're partnering. Even when you're partnering, you're kind of just watching the other person play through their session and then you're kind of waiting for yours. So that's why I think on BGG, people recommend don't play it at like 4-player or higher.
Yeah, I see that.
Keep it at 3-player or lower. 2 is best. I can totally see why. So that's the only kind of negative is like, it is one of those games where it's like puts 1 to 4 players on the box, technically 1 to 5 with the expansion. But even they recommend maybe not playing with the 5th player because it just know it will add extra time and more downtime and stuff. So that could be the only flaw I find with this game is it's one of those ones that's annoying when games put like 4-player on the box. And it's like, shouldn't really be played at 4-player. But this is one that it's fine. You just have to know the downtime is there.
Yeah, play with the right players.
But it's not like Star Wars Rebellion or whatever, or where it's like, it's really a 1v1 game and they just jam it in. You can play team mode where you both share the components. And now you can play 4-player and maybe we'll sell some more copies. It's not like that. It's like literally you're your own player doing your own thing, advancing your own character story, working together with the other players. It's just the way the game functions. It's like you have to sit there. Each person does their scene by themselves. But as you saw, they're not that long. And if you're invested in the world, you can pick up some tips, learn about the different factions, the different characters in the story and the regions and stuff. You can get information from the other players' turns if you're paying attention to what they're doing. And the other thing is, if you're playing 2-player, one person is the story master reading to the other player, and they're making the choices. So you're both engaged in the game. It's when you have 3 and 4 players where the other player's kind of just like twiddling their thumbs waiting, you know, if they're not part of the skill checks and stuff. But yeah, that's the only like negative I can say is like, it's one of those that says 4-player on the box, but like, I don't see a lot of people's groups would be happy with the downtime at a 4-player count. And that's why BGG's reflects that for sure, the ranking there, the rating on player count. But
for me, this game seems like the perfect game if you're going to go to like a cottage for a week or something.
Oh
where
my.
You could just put it out. You can play for an hour, go do something else. You can play another session, you know, and keep just playing.
And that way
learning the world,
Yeah.
knowing your cards, what you have. Yeah. 2 players, 3 players, whatever. But yeah, that's what I see.
And that's what I was saying, like keeping it on the table,
Yeah.
and even that same like going and eating now and then coming back
Yeah.
and continuing would be what I want to do with it. Obviously, I'm not going to make this like an 8-hour stream today, but it's the exact same reason I have goldfish brain. So it's like I would want to just engross myself in the story world, get to know what's happening, to understand like what happened in this town last time I was there, and why is this town changed from what Mel did 3 sessions ago, you know, like exactly that. Yeah. Take it to a cottage or somewhere secluded, disconnect.
Yeah.
And you can download the app locally on your phone or tablet.
There you go.
And be disconnected from the internet and still play it. You need power, of course, to keep the battery charged on that thing. But I guess
that would be so
unless you
fun.
bought battery packs.
Right? To like
keep it charged.
explore the world
Well,
and
yeah.
just kind of stay in it throughout maybe like a whole week and yeah.
Yeah. And true solo, I see this game being
Yeah.
easily true solo is like no problem. Still be fun to experience. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the partner mode, yeah, it could be interesting, but it's like it just makes skills possibly easier. But as you saw, even when Mel and I got together on some of those partnering things, and we had all the best dice and all the items and tags and everything, it's like we still rolled and like missed on our rerolls, missed on our items.
Yeah.
And it still fell through. So it doesn't mean always you'll bust it, but it does mean more rewards for everybody. So, but yeah, definitely a clever little game. Definitely quite amazing how much I can assume work is put into the story and linking this all together and the changing cards and all that stuff and making sure it's functioning. It's very clever, very well done. But yeah, it's quite a lot in a small box if you think about all the work to put all that story together. Just like when like Tainted Grail and stuff, seeing those books like fascinates the hell out of me that all that story and all those permutations and branching paths and all the choices and affecting the worlds and all that stuff. I love that sandboxy stuff and the persistent worlds. I think it's neat.
And then even all on top of that, the cards that you have that then affect the challenges that you can do and things. Yeah. Very cool.
Anyways, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys got some info out of there, whether the game's for you or not for you, or you just had fun watching. Let us know in the comments below. Again, the link to the crowdfunding is in the video description. If you're interested in the game or want to read more, learn more, ask questions of the publisher, all that there, go check out the Game Found link. And again, if you want to see us explain the game a little more from a fresh perspective of the game being fresh out of the box, pretty much, check out episode 1 in the playlist down below where we start this session. There's an episode 2, and technically this is episode 3 of that same progression. And definitely spend like a good hour plus in that first one explaining all that's in the game, how it all works, and all that stuff. I know by now you probably get the idea of it, but if you want to kind of see what a fresh like experience is for both characters playing the game, we have that in episode 1. The playlist for that is linked down below. Thank you everyone for supporting the channel. Thanks for the super chats, the likes. Thank you for these people who support this channel and make it possible for us to sit here on a Saturday playing games with you guys. We appreciate it. Thanks to all 40 of you who clicked the like button. Much appreciated.
40,
and
thank you.
yeah, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.